Hello. How are
Hi,
you,
Tammy.
Megan?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
Good. Thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see some haunted places.
Yes, we got some stuff lined up. Let's see who's in here. Miss Sweet Eve. Thank you for being here, Miss Eve.
Yes. Hello, Eve, and hi, Ronnie.
Yes, Miss Ronnie.
Welcome.
Hello. Glad y'all are in here.
Hey, Wolfie.
Wolfie made it. The main wolf. How about that?
Hi, Scout. I was just thinking about you the other day. You just crossed my mind. I was like, I wonder how Scout's doing. I need to
Yeah.
put your number into this phone because I had switched phones. So,
Yeah. Hi, Scout. How are you doing?
yes, welcome.
So we have got some let me see. Hold on just a second. Where am I at?
And happy Sunday. Yes.
Let me. Well, I was trying to get back over to the thing. I was going to add Wolfie under her other channel. Sometimes I hate it when they change the stuff on you on
Yeah.
your phone, and then you're like, and then you got to go and you got to look through stuff.
Well, I'm doing good. I'm a little bit I hope recovering from being sick. Hope I don't stay sick. Feels like I've been though.
Um, it won't let me do it. Usually it'll let you. Am I on the right stuff? Yes, I am. Usually it'll let you monetize up from your phone.
What are you trying to do?
I was trying to monetize her from her other,
Oh, I
but
could probably do her on my side if you want an extra mod.
it wouldn't let me monetize her. I was gonna, because usually when you're live and you go onto your live,
Oh, I
it'll let you monetize it, but it didn't let
I
me do
can
it.
add her to my side. So
So we've got a few things going on tonight. I've got some Black Eyed Kid stuff we can talk about. Um, how many people in chat know about the Black Eyed Children or the Black Eyed Kids? How many people know in there about them?
I got
Oh,
songs.
Ronnie,
I've
that's
heard of
so
them. I don't know
sweet.
much about them though.
Tammy's co-host is
Oh, thank
beautiful
you.
Megan. Oh,
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
and I do have in my description, I do have Spooky Appalachia linked because they are whose video that I'm going to use for the Black Eyed Kids. I may be using other stuff of theirs. So if you like stuff like that, they are definitely what? If you like stuff like that, go ahead and they tell all kind of stories in Appalachia, witch stories, just stories from the old people, from back in the day. They tell stories out there. Um, and he also has Jared King TV, and he has Appalachian People, and they do great stories. His voice is awesome.
Yeah.
And I watch them all the time. Spooky Appalachia, he does it with another person, so they kind of partner with that channel.
Right.
And so this video kind of explains to you a little bit about Black Eyed Children, but they are kind of like they fall under the line of like the Slender Man does, or hello, Chief.
Tammy said hi. Hi,
The
Tara.
the Slender Man, they fall under the Rake. So they are not something that you would want to interact with for
Yeah.
sure. Um, I don't know what they're other than if they would be considered a soul collector. Um, maybe they would be considered that. I don't know what their purpose is. Like I know what they do. Like they
Right.
come up to you, and if you allow them in your vehicle or in your house or something, then they take you with them.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know like what their purpose of that is. Do they do
Yeah.
that to continue to be black
Probably, yeah. The
women?
energy, the soul,
Yeah, is that what they are? They would they
like
be considered?
harvesting.
Yeah, or what kind of seekers are they?
Hmm.
So this video is going to kind of give you stories of people that have had these experiences, and then there's another video that's going to tell you why you should never let black-eyed children in to your car. A lot of the stories are people in their vehicles.
Yeah.
Some are from their houses, but the most of the stories I've heard, it is people in vehicles, or
Yeah.
I've even seen a story with these guys were flying drones, and they came across a black eyed child, or a black eyed kid in the forest. So
Ronnie's question.
what? Let me get to it. I'm sorry. Let me get up
No,
here.
it's just funny. I just read it. But yeah, I think that I've heard mainly about them being in cars and then the house the second, but mainly
Mhm.
cars is what I
Yeah,
hear. Because that's like they
too.
drop you in random weird places, I think is supposed to be the main thing. Like, how did they get out in the middle of nowhere kind of thing in a group of them?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what I kind of remember it
Right.
being.
And they are creepy.
Yeah. She said,
Um,
she said, this is a silly question, but when we watch haunting shows, are we watching haunting shows or listening to paranormal stories? Should we be wearing protection? I'm always wearing protection.
well,
So I don't know. I would throw it on maybe if you don't have any on, but I always got it on. So
yeah. Yeah.
my witch is not on all the time.
Who was asking that? Oh, Ronnie was
Ronnie, yeah.
asking. Um, this is actually, these are stories. They're supposed to be true stories of people's encounters.
Hmm.
So I would say, if you got some Palo Santo, you might want to burn that, or you got some sage, you may want to burn,
Yeah.
or you
Sage,
got
burn
some,
the sage first though, and then
yeah,
the Palo Santo.
right, and you got some selenite, set it out. You got some obsidian, that would be good too. You got some bracelets.
Yeah.
I got
Put them
bracelets on, but
on.
I always wear mine, so
Yeah, I
that's
have a witch's knot that my mom gave me that I wear all
yeah.
the time.
I'd love to have a witch's knot. I've
It's
seen a
really
few.
pretty. It's got like
Oh,
a,
that is
trying to see
pretty.
how
Yeah.
close I can get it.
Oh, yeah, that is
It's
pretty.
got my
Oh,
birthstone, the
yeah.
peridot in the middle.
That's what I need. I need a witch's knot.
It's very nice.
Hey, sis, I was chatting in the chat by mistake. Unblocked those so you didn't see me. Why are you blocked? Who
Yeah,
blocked you?
from where?
Oh my gosh. Are you blocked in Megan's chat? Or are you blocked? Well, I
It
guess you're
should
not
be.
blocked in mine.
I see her in mine, so it shouldn't be.
You see her in yours?
Hmm.
They're not
I mean,
getting
I'm
in
going
mine.
back and forth between me and yours, but I can
Yeah.
see her, so I don't know where she's blocked at.
They're not getting in my car. I'm hauling my butt out of there, right?
I wouldn't let anybody in my car
Right.
anyways. Not
They're
even kids
very,
these days. Sorry.
yeah. I know
I'll call them for you. Like you can just wait over there.
yeah. You know what you're talking about making you nervous, Scout. It will be like, so next time you go and drive at night, you'll be like, oh, them damn black eyed kids. I want to make sure, and I think they are mainly like out in the woods, like not out in the woods. Of course, you're not driving out in the woods, but on country roads where it's dark. And I think you see them a lot. But there was a reporter who it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he was dropping something off at the bank, and they were like in the parking lot of the bank. So I don't think it always depends on, it always is
Has to be one place.
localized, down to an
Yeah.
old country road. But yeah,
That's probably where you see it the
yeah,
most. That could be
yeah,
too, like why they're saying like it might not be like of human because it is kind of in the middle of nowhere most of the time, kind of thing is where that might come from too. That
yeah.
kind of theory.
I had a spirit come through my large 70-inch TV, and I was, ooh,
Ooh, creepy.
mm,
What happened? You can
yeah,
leave y'all stories too in the chat, and then
yeah,
we can pull those up on screen while
yeah,
we're looking at them.
yeah. That's right. That's right. He will definitely keep you protected, won't he? Lead, guide, and directing for sure. He had to. I had to call help me. Yeah, go away. Tell him go away. In hers, she said in yours she's blocked, Megan.
Yeah, she shouldn't be. I mean,
Do you see her?
I saw her chat, yeah, but I mean, I'm going back and forth between two. There's only showing two people in mine, so I don't know.
Scout
I would have to go to my
studio and see.
my studio to even see, but that I
Yeah,
wouldn't know when that would have happened. So I
yeah,
don't even really mod my chats like that. So
yeah,
and I really haven't been on in a long time.
yeah. Megan hasn't been on
Yeah,
hers.
I started with you again. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is so beautiful, Megan. She
Oh,
likes
thank
your
you.
knot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It has my
beautiful.
birthstone in it. So
That's so pretty.
thank you.
I've heard about that about the Conjuring. Yep, the Conjuring is something to talk. So,
I
like
think it's
children
like
of.
yeah. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to be the same kind of along the lines of the same story.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure their eyes were black too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Except they're not just in the corn.
And I'm not.
They're,
Yeah.
they're, I get,
Yeah.
they will be. They're running amok.
I watched it a
Children.
lot when I was little. I don't remember it too much, The Children of the Corn, though. I just remember it being
Yeah,
creepy. That's pretty much it. And my
yeah.
mom was from Nebraska, so like the corn element made it creepier, I guess, just because
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know
Yeah,
why going to Nebraska,
yeah,
I guess, but
yeah. I always pick on my daughter because behind her house is, and they're fixing to get ready to plant is corn. So it's all the way around three sides of her house is nothing but a cornfield. And so we
yeah.
always pick about, oh, the children of the corn are coming back. I mean, because it'll stay up once it starts coming up. It's up all summer, till it's
Yeah.
time to harvest. So,
It's funny when you
how did
say
you,
it that way because it's like it always sounds creepy. It's time to harvest.
right?
Like when you hear
Right.
it now.
Oh, running! Oh my gosh! Don't drive like Don Wells, or you'll be in the ditch. My gosh, we watched that video, made us all sick of his driving. Oh my gosh! Yes, you did have to call me to help you. I remember that. Yep,
Yeah.
I do. I do. I told him he had to leave, and he did. Tammy can tell you it was a guy that had died in a motorcycle. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was. I remember that he was coming. It was a coming through thing. He wasn't like he wasn't a boarder at her house, or he wasn't somebody that lingered. He was just coming through, and
No.
he had
Got
a
lost.
wreck. I guess he had a wreck, and he was just, how you have spirits, they just pass through.
Yeah.
Some pass through and they freak you out, but they keep going. Some want to
Yeah.
stay. But he had just had a wreck, and he was passing through, but he was kind of lingering a little bit. And I told her, just tell him, sorry about what happened to you. And he was younger. So, I just told her, just tell him, I'm sorry about what happened to you. I hate that you had that happen, but you cannot stay here. You must move on and go to the path that is your next journey.
Yeah.
Follow that path. And she did, and he didn't come. He didn't come back to bother her.
Yeah.
Oh heck no! Children of the Corn was scary. Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
I watched a lot. I watched a lot of scary movies. Hi, Dad. I
Hi,
watched a lot of scary
Claudia.
movies when I was little, though. I love scary movies.
Yeah, yeah. My daughter and them do too. They love
Yeah.
scary movies. I have some family in Iowa, and the Children of the Corn always came up. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny, ain't it? All in butt. That is true. Hello, Mr. Claude. How are
Hanging out in the
you?
fireplace.
Yeah, he was. He was sitting around by her fireplace. Yep.
Well,
All
I'm
right.
excited to see it then.
So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna go over here and bring it up. I'm gonna pop over here, Megan. So if you see
Okay.
anything, you let me know.
Okay.
Like I said, this is from Spooky Appalachia. Let me bring it up. And this is where we at? This is Black Eyed Children. This is the scariest Black Eyed Children encounters. These are real life. I think this is about 20 minutes, but I got other videos. So we'll
Okay.
stop it and talk about it. If y'all get too scared, you can always tell me.
Yeah.
But
There's scary faces in the chat and she'll
right.
pause it for you.
That's right.
Give you a break.
But we'll let it play just a little few minutes to get started into it, and then we'll come back over and talk about it in just a minute.
Cool. Sounds good.
Here we go.
About 4 years ago, my daughter and I were traveling through a small town of Silverton.
Can you hear it okay,
toward Little
everybody?
Mount Angel, where we live.
I can.
Okay.
It was broad daylight, and everything seemed pretty much normal. And it was a beautiful and peaceful summer day, except for the fact that I had a sudden, strange premonition of danger. As we were passing the local grocery store, we saw a young man up ahead, to our right, sticking out his thumb for a ride. This kid looked to be around 17 years old, and he had like windswept strawberry blonde hair. His hair was beautiful, like the hair Americans had before the food we eat was stripped of most of its nutrients in these modern times. Amazing hair. Well, we noticed his clothing was very outdated, right down to his shoes. I mean, like the 80s or more like the late 1970s. His hairstyle was authentic to the same time as well. This young man had his head down, cast to the ground, and would not look up at any cars. We noticed that no one was picking him up or even looking at him. We believe that we were the only people who saw him as far as we were aware. Everyone else seemed just oblivious to him. Otherwise, I'm certain somebody would have stopped and helped him. People are very kind and trusting in our neck of the woods. So, as we were approaching him, we began to slow our speed in order to possibly give him a lift. We could feel him literally directing his energy towards us as we got closer. Through his eyes, they were still downcast on the road. Then something checked me on the inside that you just keep moving. At the same time, my daughter, who was 14 at the time, said, "No, Mama." I decided to obey what I know to be the Lord's voice and kept rolling. As we passed him, we noticed that his skin was very strange. The color was just off. His eyes remained on the road, but he then lifted his eyes, just enough for us to recognize that he had no eyes. Just blackness. Not even shiny black eyeballs in his sockets, just darkness and space. We decided to drive faster.
That's what they say about all the black-eyed children.
Mm-hmm.
That they look, they're not eyes. They're hollow. They're like,
Yeah.
but they're black where eyes would be,
Would be, yeah.
and their skin is like pale, like that grayish looking, pale looking color.
Yeah.
And some people would say, well, is it an alien? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, because sometimes they describe them looking like that.
Yeah. But he said he had hair. So, right?
Yeah, he had hair. Yeah, this one had hair. I think it's you got a good look at them if you talk about how pretty their hair is.
Yeah, he was really going on about how nice the hair was before all these GMOs and stuff. Which, I mean, I'm not saying it's a lie, but it was funny, like how he went really in on that part.
That's a lot of detail, that you would actually notice that about them.
Yeah.
It's funny. It was really weird. Okay.
Yeah.
And notice that he did not turn around as we continued on our way. However, he did project his energy towards us with a power that was not natural. We knew that this young man was nobody to associate with. We left him there on the side of the road, still sticking his thumb out.
Mm-hmm.
After getting a little ways down the road, we looked back through our rearview mirror and saw that he was just gone.
Yeah.
At that, we began to praise Jesus all the way home and afterwards, too. That night, we went to sleep with peace in our hearts, knowing that God had kept us safe as we had obeyed him.
That was creepy looking right there.
Yeah.
Walking through your front door.
Carrie Kissner didn't intend to stop at the Triangle Town Center Mall on her way home from Wake Tech Community College near Raleigh, North Carolina, but she did anyways and wished she hadn't. There were very few people there that day, and I found it strangely eerie how quiet it was, she said. While walking back to my car, I rounded a corner and saw an older lady and a young boy. The young boy immediately caught my attention because he was so odd looking. I had never seen anyone like him. The boy was about 12 years old and seemed average at first, but I watched him talk to the woman and he seemed anything but average. The boy had hair that was contrasted sharply, and his pale skin had dark patches hung underneath its eyes. It looked like he hadn't slept in weeks. He had a very thin face. Then I walked closer and started to hear the conversation. In a quiet but strong voice, the boy asked the woman for help.
Mm-hmm.
He stood very rigid with his hands by his side, looking at the ground as she fished around in her purse for something to give him. As I got closer, I noticed he seemed to get more and more uncomfortable. The boy began to shift his body when I passed them on my way to my car. And then he lifted his head and made eye contact. I froze in place. His eyes were black as night and very dull, almost dead. The look he gave me has always haunted me. The feeling I got from him was as though he wasn't there at all, almost ghostly. Our eyes locked for a moment, and then the boy slowly turned, and not waiting for the woman to give him what she dug for in his purse, he simply walked away. I didn't know who it was.
See, he's asking for help. That's what most of them do. They ask for help or a ride or
Yeah.
something. But it's so odd how the lady didn't think him odd looking. I wonder why she wasn't
Mhm.
scared of him like the other guy was. The
Yeah.
other person was. It's like she was just like, let me hurry up and dig in my purse. So this freaky kid will
Gets
go
away
on
from
his
me.
yeah, so he'll go on
Yeah.
his way. Yeah. But
Mhm.
see, they put them all in hoodies with stuff like this over their head, and I've seen that before, but they all describe them with hair. So I'm like, well, how do you really know
Hmm.
that they have hair if they've got hoodies on? But
Yeah.
I've heard everybody describe them with hoodies on.
Maybe
Like,
it's so much and so luscious, it's like hanging out the side of the hoodie.
I guess.
Who knows?
Mm.
Probably. If it's, worth talking about for like a minute in the beginning of the video.
I guess so. And
Yeah.
they read the letters that their subscribers send them. So this is how the subscribers sent it to
Is
them.
that how they
So-
get the stories from the letters?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
subscriber stories. Yeah, that
That's cool.
subscribers wrote in. Yeah,
Yeah.
and there we go.
Or what the boy was.
But he looks
But
young, like younger than
this
12.
memory will stick
Yeah.
with me forever. Ever since then, the look he gave me has haunted me, almost like he knew what I was thinking. Back in 2017, a friend and I took a long trip through Ireland and Scotland. Toward the end of our 7-day journey,
That's
we
freaky.
returned to Ireland and rented an Airbnb located inside the grounds
It's like AI.
of a centuries
That's where
old
they're getting all
castle.
this from. That's what they're getting
It was the
from.
Yeah.
kind of place that already carried an air of mystery. But things became even stranger once we met the owner's 14-year-old grandson. He quickly became our companion, joining us on our little adventures. And together we experienced some things that felt downright otherworldly. The boy absolutely loved it. One afternoon, he led us into the woods surrounding the castle grounds. As we wandered deeper, we realized we had stepped into what appeared to be a fairy circle. While we were inside, it seemed like time slipped away from us. It felt like we've lost track of everything. almost like being under a spell. Eventually, we stepped back onto the path outside the circle, and that's when something very unusual happened. Coming towards us was a man carrying a child on his shoulders. They were going the opposite direction. At first, nothing seemed out of the ordinary, but as they got closer, all three of us noticed something deeply unsettling. The child had platinum blonde hair, sharp facial features, pale skin, but most disturbingly were his eyes. They were completely black. None of us said a word, but we instinctively knew not to look directly at the child. We exchanged quick greetings with the man as we passed, trying to act normal.
Did you notice about that? All the hair colors the same.
And the stories, yeah.
Yeah, like the first was like a reddish, goldish color, and the second one, and now this one, he doesn't have a hat or anything on, but they talk about that light hair color,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's kind of odd because I would have thought it would have been dark hair, but they
Yeah, I
all
think like if the Children of the Corn is almost like the same kind of storyline, I'm pretty sure they all looked exactly alike. Didn't in
and
the movie they all had like the dark eyes and the blonde like curly hair and things like that. So
I didn't watch it.
oh yeah,
I know about it, but I
I'm
didn't
pretty
watch
sure
it.
that's what it was. They were all dressed in white and they're real pale and they all had like curly white hair or something like that. So I think that they're all supposed to like look identical pretty much.
Yeah,
Kind of like alien stories, or alien encounters. Yeah.
yeah.
Only because they're children.
We dumbass to help these children only because they're children. Yeah,
She knows
yeah,
it's AI. We
yeah.
just said that, Dad.
Yeah, we know. I don't think there's anybody that has pictures of the black-eyed children.
Yeah.
It's only description. We only go by
Yeah,
description.
she's talking
Yeah.
about the description in the stories.
Yeah. I think they're all the same. I mean,
Yeah.
all their hair colors, I feel like.
I was gonna say that too, Tara. It's like a s'mores moment kind of thing.
Yeah.
Tara loves s'mores.
Yeah.
Her
I
and
do
Connor
too.
love s'mores. Andrew loves s'mores too.
Yeah. S'mores are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Once we had put up a good distance between us and them, the three of us finally admitted how disturbed and creeped out we felt. It wasn't just strange, it felt wrong, like we had brushed up against something we weren't supposed to see. The next day brought another surprise. We all woke up certain it was Monday, but when we checked our phones, every single one of them said it was Sunday again. Somehow it was as if time had repeated itself. The whole experience was beyond bizarre and has stuck with me ever since. Thank you for letting me share this with you, Spooky. I really love your channel.
Ronnie.
What'd she say?
We're staring straight at the screen, but she's side-eyeing while she's looking at the tablet around her. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure they probably did. I told Tammy I don't remember all of the Children of the Corn and how they looked. I just remember some of them being blonde. That's all I remember. And I'm pretty sure the one I saw they all looked alike, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I was really little. I don't remember the whole movie.
Yeah. I didn't. I'm gonna have to watch it now.
I tried to rewatch it again. There was a lot of movies I tried to rewatch again that I could really enjoy when I was little, but they're not that scary, or you can't like focus on them that much and stuff. You start
Yeah,
to, like, lose
and
track.
some of them you watch and you're like, wow, I didn't catch that. Like Friday the 13th, and you're like,
Yeah.
or like I tell you one that kind of freaked me out a little bit, and it didn't when I watched it as a child, but then when and maybe now because I know so much more about the spirit world, so now maybe it freaks me out a little bit more, was Poltergeist.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the whole vortex and thing. You know what I think is freaky about the Poltergeist? There's a scene and it's in the boys' room, right? And it's like I think it's towards the beginning when they first move in, but the boy's in his bedroom by himself and he's getting ready for bed and he's in the bed. There's a poster above his bed and it's the Super Bowl poster, but it's dated for 1988, which that's not when the movie came out.
Right.
But the girl, Heather O'Rourke, died on Super Bowl day of 1988.
Yes, she did.
So I thought that was something very interesting, because why would you have a poster of 1988, which is years ahead at that point, on the wall, and then Heather O'Rourke happens to die Super Bowl day of 1988?
And
I just thought that was a fun, I wouldn't say fun fact, but it is a
Right,
fun fact,
yeah.
kind of, actually. So yeah, there you go. It is
Yeah.
a fun fact.
It's a kind of movie fun fact, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, a lot were blonde. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The one I saw, I can't remember. I know there's a bunch of, I think there's a bunch of Children of the Corn movies. I know there's more than one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Rocky Horror. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that the Poltergeist, though, it's more, I think they were ahead of their time when they made that.
Yeah.
And the energy of the spirit world and stuff, I feel like they were a little ahead of their time, because
They've always known. It's in all the movies.
yeah.
Nobody else knew.
No. Yeah.
But it was purposeful, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with that. And so, hello, how are you doing?
Hello.
Welcome to our Ghost Stories
Yes.
chat live.
Yep. Yes. Ghost stories. Her going on the TV. Yeah. Let's see. They weren't ahead of their time. Paranormal Investigation has been big with the government. Well,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I agree with that, but I'm saying putting it out there.
Yeah.
I think that they put it out there when nobody was understanding it is what I mean by that.
Yeah, they were practicing and using it very heavily.
Right, that's what I mean. They were.
Yeah.
Maybe I said it wrong, but that's how I meant it.
Like Sixth Sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Sixth Sense was really good. I love that movie. I watch that every now and then.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I think they were ahead of the time of putting stuff out. I think they were putting it out and people just didn't realize what they were putting out there.
Yeah.
For that.
I think a lot of people still don't believe things like that, though.
Right.
So, yeah. I mean, if there's probably, if you just Google it now, you could probably just Google it and put the 1988 Super Bowl poster in Poltergeist, and it'll pull it up, and it's the little boy sitting in the bed. Yeah, but yeah, like, I mean, what an interesting poster to have on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a time behind. So,
yep.
Hindsight.
Yep. I bet you could probably go to a lot of the scary, if you want to call them horror, scary movies from back then, and see some stuff that you look back now and you're like, wow, why didn't I notice that before?
Yeah.
But I guess there's so much going on. That's what they want. Oh, hold on.
Well, there's all the symbolisms in the movies.
Right. There's so much going
that's all
on
through them. Yeah. That's all through them.
Yeah. Absolutely. Especially on the especially on like if you look at all the Disney stuff, they changed a lot of the Disney covers of the VHS because they had embedded nasty pictures in there, and then when people started figuring them out, they made new covers for those videos, and if you have one of those, you probably make some money off of
it. Yeah, probably.
Oh no, you didn't. I just didn't say it right. I knew what I meant, but I was not saying it right.
No.
And I'm used. I don't use. Hey, you're all right.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You didn't come off that way at all. Nope. You didn't. I was trying to say it right, but it probably didn't come out right, which is not unusual for me.
Yeah. I'm going to go turn my air down real quick because my fever kind of went down. And now I'm getting like really cold. So I'm going to turn that down really quick and I'll be right back.
Okay. No, you are perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine. I just didn't say it exactly how I should have. Sometimes that happens. But yeah, I think if we looked back at a lot of scary stuff, we'd see some stuff that we're thinking, why didn't we catch that, back in the day? But we were younger then, and we wasn't looking for that kind of stuff that we would be looking for now. But I think that's one of the movies that kind of bothered. I look back now and I'm like, wow, that was a little, maybe I shouldn't have watched that. Maybe I should have listened to my mom and not watched it, right? You wasn't scared of The Exorcist? Me either. I
Sorry,
wasn't
I'd run,
scared of
but
that.
like my feet would probably come right from underneath me. I was end up hitting the floor.
Right, Ronnie? We're older and more observant now. That is correct. Yep.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, and nobody was looking. Nobody knew what was going on. Then that's the
And that's
thing,
what
you
I was
know.
saying.
Now,
You
when
was
you look at movies, like you look at, there's a Batman, and there's it's the one with Alicia Silverstone in it. If you look at all the lights in one of the fighting scene, they're all the symbols, like the triangles and the swirls for like the
Yeah.
boy and the girl.
yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
And they're all, those movies, like you're all distracted by all the other stuff going on. So you're not paying attention to the little stuff, because on the Poltergeist, you got the wind and stuff blowing around in the room and you're just distracted by all the other stuff. So you're not noticing that stuff like Megan was talking about.
Well, even the way the poster's done in it, you would never even really think. I'm surprised somebody went back and caught it, kind of, even when they did with the. I mean, unless somebody noticed it before and they finally were just like, I was always wondering why there was a 1988 Super Bowl poster on that wall, and
Yeah.
they related because the stories about Heather O'Rourke and what happened
Yeah.
to her. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what happens on Super Bowls too. That's what a Super Bowl show and thing
Yeah.
is. It's a big ritual kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's interesting that was the poster they chose to be in there. And
It is
again,
very interesting.
it's in the future, so they knew what was going to happen.
Yeah. I'm glad you shared that. I didn't know that, Megan.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
old
find it.
days.
I'll try to find it.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
old
send it
days.
to
I
you.
used to work with a team at Pennsylvania State University Paranormal. Very cool research society, and we had a TV show called. I remember watching that. I loved Paranormal State. Wow, I've been
Is that the
studying.
one that
before-
had that Ryan guy?
Yeah,
Did you hear about all the thing that happened with him?
yeah, I did. I was
That's
really
sad.
I was
That's really
disappointed.
sad.
I was
Mhm.
really disappointed in that.
And yeah,
Well,
and even
welcome
his
to our
family.
chat.
Yeah, and even his family was saying how like don't help him with nothing because he was scamming and stealing from
Yeah.
everybody and stuff like that. I was really sad when I heard
It
that.
was really sad. I'm really sad about that because I liked Paranormal State.
Mhm.
I watched it. I really did. I watched it.
Yeah, it's good.
I laughed when her head spun around and the pea soup. Ugh,
Oh, 1980.
that's right. That's right.
I'm just
stay
looking
away
it up
from
really quick to see if I can find it real quick.
As you get older, I don't want the negativity and evil impact in my life and home. I get it, Scout. I get it. Yep. Yep.
Mm.
I remember my brother lifted me sit and watch The Exorcist when I was 6 years old. I was afraid to go in the house for. Yeah, I mean those shows will stick with you. Those shows will stick with you.
Okay, so I'm gonna show. I don't even know. I could probably send it to you, but I could also probably just show it to you.
Do you want me to bring this down so you can show it? You can put it in your playlist.
I can send it. It's because it's a video. Or a picture. I can send it to my email, and then we can pull it up if you want to do that.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
can
just-
do
it's
that.
just like a little. Let me see. Yeah, because it was released in 1982, and the poster says 1988 on the
Yeah,
wall.
that's 6 years ahead. Wow.
And she died. Yeah, she died
Yeah.
6 years later on that day. She became violently ill.
He said, "Here, sit down and watch the video." He played extra.
Sorry, I forget the mic picks up a lot.
No, you're good. Just let me know and I can bring it down. I need to rewatch it. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull the picture up right now. So whenever I get it up for y'all can see it that way too. Let me
What
see.
people don't know about paranormal teens is the spirits they dabble with come home and affect you. Exactly.
They do. If you don't protect yourself, yeah, they do.
Yep.
I mean,
and
even
their
when you
lives
do protect
turn
yourself,
around.
they do.
Yeah. That's why all these teams don't last. Yeah. I mean, you don't think, when you go visiting like that, and I say visiting because you're visiting the house where there's paranormal activity, they don't think about you bringing it home with you. And even though you tell it, you can't come with me, you have to stay here, and you do all the protections, the cinnamon, and you have bracelets, and you have the stuff with you to protect you. It doesn't always mean that, that they're not going to follow you home, attach to something and follow you home.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
You'll find that their lives either get destroyed, but yeah, because something's taken them over. Passed away from the movie Poltergeist. Yeah. Yeah. They think they're protecting themselves, and this is the unseen danger that nobody learns until yep. And then, but when it happens to you, it's hard to describe it to people so that they know what's going on, and you're just not the same. I mean, Yeah, like a series. Yeah. Right.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. It can just cause one bad thing after the other. Yep. That is
And
true.
1 second too. I gotta call Chris.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That
No,
was my
no, you're good.
my
You're
mom has
good.
a kid, so I'm just gonna call Chris about something real quick.
Okay, no problem. Right. It doesn't have to have anything to do with your, yeah, it can just give you one bad luck after the other. Yeah. I have never met Chip Coffee. I would like to have met him. I really thought he was cool. I would have liked to have met him for sure. Um, I would like to have met Amy too, off of the Dead Files. I would love to meet them because um, I've been watching the Dead Files forever, and being a medium, I like watching that kind of stuff myself. I would like to have met Chip and Amy. It would have been very cool. Psycho was the first movie that really got the audience involved and changed the way horror movies will be made in the future. Psycho was a movie now. I tell
Yeah,
you,
he
the
likes
Bates.
Psycho a lot. That's why he was
Hmm.
saying that too.
Megan's making me cold. She needs a blanket.
Yeah. Well, I gotta tell you, I have like I think I like
Mhm.
I'm trying to catch, like not trying to catch, but my body's like trying to catch pneumonia. Like I had a bit of a chest cold and it feels like
Yeah,
it's
she
trying to
hasn't.
turn into pneumonia. So I
Yeah.
keep getting like hot and cold and just don't feel great. But I have it on the other screen if you're ready to pull it up.
Okay. Yep. It forced me to drink kerosene, and I ended up in the hospital with hernia. Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I hope you got better for sure. Let's see. Yeah, I worked. Oh, you worked with Lorraine Warren? Okay. And Chip Coffee. I feel a little differently about Lorraine Warren than I feel about Chip Coffee.
Yeah.
Just a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Um, lovely lady you could
I
ever
like
wish to
Dolores
meet.
Claiborne. I mean, she wasn't really like so much of a psychic medium, but I still liked like her workings and stuff.
Yeah.
How she would be
Yeah.
able to talk because she would go in to do the therapy sessions and those that would open it up or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So and she would do her channelings that way. I mean, it still is channeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Pop it in there. Or
I'm pulling it. There we go.
there it comes. It'll come just a second.
Okay. Yeah, my
There it
internet
comes.
sucks, so it's probably not going to work as great as hers does for a second, y'all. So I'm
There you
sorry
go.
about that. All right. So let me zoom it in.
Let me go. Yeah, you have
Y'all
to do it.
can
I
see.
was gonna say I can't do it on my side. I forgot.
And I'm trying to zoom it in more. I hope it lets me. Let me see. I don't know why it's not going bigger. I could probably pull up a different one. Let's see.
Yeah, I feel like Lorraine and Chip were like on different types of levels of
I almost feel like
their gift.
I don't think it's going to get any bigger than that. Let me see. I mean, I can read it to y'all and then I can try to just pull up a different version of it. But this says there's a poster on Robbie's wall in the Poltergeist from 1988 Super Bowl. An odd choice of set decoration considering the movie was released in 1982. And downright creepy when you realize that on Super Bowl Sunday in 1988, Heather O'Rourke, who played Carol Ann, became violently ill. She died the next day. Okay, well, the next day. She died the next day. She was 12 years old. So she got sick violently that day and then died that next day.
Yeah.
But I think it was like the middle of the night, around probably,
Yeah,
say
but still, it was
3 a.m.
close enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was close enough because it's on
Yeah.
his wall. So I mean, that's close enough. Yeah,
You're
I
right.
think she
Yeah.
got sick that day, and then she died like hours later. So yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Hello.
Let's see. You have to remember a lot of the bad press came from people who are not skeptical. Yeah, they completely chose not to
Okay,
believe
now
it.
I'm gonna
and
bring
they-
up a bigger picture because this I didn't think it was gonna work that great because it's Reddit, but I was trying to find one where it had like an explanation too.
Okay, you want me to
Yeah,
take this one down?
yeah, and then I'll
Okay.
find the bigger picture of just that.
Okay. Did our audience have
Okay. I know what I'll do. I'll just download the picture to my phone.
the audience had no idea what was going to happen next? Hitchcock made. Yeah, I like him, Alfred Hitchcock. I do like his movies. Oh, you're fine, Appalachia Skies. You're fine.
Hello.
You are
how
fine.
you?
You're good. You're good.
Here we go.
I would love to have coffee with you and chat. That would be, yeah. Ever worked with the press or media, you know how cruel they can be despite your yeah, I've never worked with them, but I know people that have, and they twist what you say, and they
What is
don't
that?
they media,
Oh,
you know, they want to print what they want to, you know, you put the reality out there, and they don't, that's not really what they want to hear. They want to print if you don't fall under their narrative, you know. They very rarely get company these days. Sadly, I only owned a PlayStation 5 music communication out. What? Yeah.
maybe I can do this one.
That's- I, f- I still felt the Warrens were horrible represented. Yes. They gave a great deal to the paranormal community too. You know, and I kind of feel that way about, um, their son-in-law. I kind of feel like he doesn't represent them as well. But maybe I
Okay.
just, maybe it's just like, you know, he's that Reverend Wolf is saying. Maybe it's just how the media is presenting them. It's presenting him, is, you know.
I have the other one pulled up on
There
there
you go.
now.
Yeah.
So that's the best I can get it, but it's showing you right there in the back. I mean, you can see 1988 on it. So that's the boy laying in the bed in the scene. So there's the
Yep.
1988 Super Bowl is underneath it, and you can see the
Yep.
guy on the field, and he's right here. And then obviously that's her to the side.
Yep.
And that's where they're talking about it again right here. Even more chilling, the day of the Super Bowl, she gets sick and dies.
Yep.
So I just thought
Sad.
that was interesting.
It is interesting. It is very interesting. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Turn that off.
Everything their son did. Yeah, I think so too. I think it was really sad. Cashed in on it. Yeah, I thought so too. Nobody was to tamper with the things they weren't just right. Yeah,
Who are we talking
yeah.
about?
Lorraine Warren, when
Who
she
cashed in?
passed, her son, because he was over her museum and all of the things that she had put
Oh
in there and
yeah.
protected. You know, all the
He
evil.
sold that, or somebody sold Annabelle to that
Yeah,
Matt Rife or Riff or whatever his name was. That was a
yeah.
comedian. I always wonder what was going to happen about that. I never heard anything
Mm.
about it again, but he bought Annabelle, some
Well,
comedian.
Annabelle came to New Orleans, and that I don't know if it was the priest or someone that had walked around with Annabelle while she was there. He died right
Hmm.
after Annabelle left.
That's why I was curious, like what was going to happen with Matt Riff or whatever. But you never heard about him after that either, though. You didn't hear about him too much
No.
career wise or anything.
Mm-mm.
So it'd be interesting to know, what's going on with him too. I'll have to look that up later.
I had to do a prayer every time I even walked on before I got on the property, and then through the house they were praying because those things start to touch you and attach to you. Yeah, yeah, it becomes a fun, like, yeah, like you don't feel like you're moving, like, you know, you don't feel like you're stable anymore. You're moving around. I know what you mean. Yeah,
Floaty.
yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but it wasn't coming out. Okay, let's go back to here. Let's hear story number 4. We're about halfway through
Okay.
this video.
We lived in Shelbyville, Kentucky growing up. Right down the road from where we lived was a park. When I was a teenager, my parents would both have to work sometimes on Saturdays, and I got bored a lot. So I rode my bike down to the park one Saturday morning and saw a little girl with blonde hair sitting on a swing by herself. She was sitting on the swing with her head down. As I got closer, I noticed she was very pale, and I was worried she had been out all night in the cold. I got closer and asked if she was okay and needed help getting home. She said, "No, but you can take me to your house." I thought this was a little odd. I asked her why, but she said nothing. I took a step closer, and that's when she looked up at me. Her eyes were completely black as night. She said, "You will take me home with you now." As you can imagine, I got up and took off on my bike and went home and locked the doors. About an hour later, I was playing video games to calm myself down, and happened to look out the window, and there she was, looking at our house from across the road, just staring. I closed the blinds and didn't look back out until my parents got home. I saw her a few more times after that, in crowds or just staring at me from the distance. I didn't know what to do or what to make of it. Later that year, we moved, and I never saw her again. It happened in 2016, not long after I moved into my house in Radford, Virginia. At the end of my street sits a small park, the kind you barely notice in the daylight and try not to look at after dark. I was pulling in from a long work trip, and it was about 2:30 in the morning. You know, that hour when it feels like the world is holding its breath. As I turned onto my road, my headlights swept across the picnic table by the entrance of the park. Someone was sitting there, a teenager maybe it looked like. He was wearing jeans and a hoodie pulled low over his face. His elbows were on his knees and his head was hanging down as if the night itself weighed on him. It struck me as strange, and I started to slow down after that. That's when he lifted his head and looked towards me. Then he stood up and started walking towards the road, not running, but moving with this quick, unnatural purpose. By the time I reached the stop sign, he was already at my passenger side door. I caught just a flash of his face through the window. What I saw made my stomach drop. I didn't get a good look, but I caught kind of a hint of it. It looked like his eyes were solid black and had no reflection. No reflection, no white, just pits of dark. I didn't know a thing about black-eyed kids back then. All I thought was this kid was about to try and grab my door handle and get in. So I floored it out of there. I figured that would be the end of it. My house is about a quarter mile down this road, and I pulled in, shut everything off, and hauled my bags inside. I locked the door behind me, then jumped in the shower. And the whole moment at the park started just to be a blur due to the exhaustion traveling all day. Then the doorbell rang. The sound cut through the house like a blade. For a second, I couldn't breathe. Was it the same kid from the park? Before I could think, someone started pounding on my front door hard. And what was weird was my dog didn't even bark, which scared me even more than the knocking. That dog barks at just about everything. I scrambled out of the shower, dried off, and put on some clothes. And then the pounding started at my back door. Nobody should have been back there. The yard is fenced in and we've got a lock on it. And then that was the moment I grabbed a gun. I checked the back door. There was nothing there. My dog had retreated to his crate in the kitchen, lying there silently with his eyes wide open. He had a look on his face like he didn't want no part of whatever was outside. I grabbed my spotlight off my desk and opened up the back door and did a sweep of the yard. It was completely empty. Then I shined it back up the road, and there was nothing. Whoever had been there just vanished without a sound. I never saw anyone like that again, and I still don't know how they reached my house so fast or why my dog went completely silent. Those were some amazing stories.
See, this one came to his door. Hold on, let me go up here.
Sorry, forgot I had it on mute, so in
That's
case I
okay.
coughed.
Look at this. Of New England Paranormal Society toured with Annabelle to New Orleans. I couldn't remember who it was, but
Yeah.
Adventures with Beth. Is that what it says? Yep, it does. Hello, welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. Blue-eyed Cherokee Wolf, welcome. Welcome.
Yes, welcome.
We're glad you're here. We're talking haunted stuff tonight. I'm
Yes.
Tammy, and that's Megan. She's from Southern Soul
Hello.
Tarot.
Welcome. Nice to see you.
Well, I'm not going to look at anyone wearing a hoodie. I know.
Yeah, they are reading from stories. She told you that. these are letters that people that are subscribed to them sent in, and they are using AI clips to tell the story.
Yeah.
So it needs to be told again to you.
Yeah, these are stories that their subscribers wrote in.
Yeah,
that-
they're from their
tell.
own subscribers, so they are being read like a script because they are.
Yeah.
He's writing a script of the stories all together into one video.
Well, that is cute. I'm so happy there's a little wolf pack in here. Right. Exactly.
I was gonna say, I was like, the name like sounds like everybody's names kind of sound like they go together, like Appalachian Skies.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, it's all nice.
Wolf, revered wolf.
Yeah, Ronnie, she's like,
And
nope.
blue-eyed Cherokee.
Yeah, we got a lot of nice in here. That's because the doll had attachments to it. Yeah, absolutely. That's why it was behind that glass. They told you not to bring it out.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was something that famous, around and I was around it, I would never want somebody to even take it out of that in my presence. I'd be like, no, if you're going to do that, dude, I'm getting out of here.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
I'm like, and
There'd really not be much of a reason to either.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right. To find another host, somebody that's willing to give themselves to that. Yes, we're glad y'all are in here. We're glad you're new. Welcome.
Thank you for coming.
Yep. We're doing some haunted stuff on here. We read tarot on this channel. Megan also reads tarot, so we do that every once in a while. Thankful for your company, but not quite that much. Right? Right. You don't want somebody with you all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want somebody with you all the time. No. And if you have a channel, if you will let them know in chat, the mods will drop it. If you have a channel, we can drop it in chat there. Appalachia Skies has a great channel. She does camping and hiking, and I know you did a podcast on Black. Yes.
Oh, really? Cool. Maybe we can look at that one too at some
point. Yeah, whenever. That's why I was saying whenever she's not busy, which we're laughing and she's laughing in the background. Whenever she's not busy, she can come up here and she can talk about it.
Yeah.
Whenever she'd like to. Yeah. That would be good. And a lot of people haven't, heard of the Black-Eyed Children. And I've looked into a lot of stuff about them, and they're all ages too. You will see here some of them are teenagers, some of them are younger than 12. So it's not like they're just teenage kids. They're all ages. You'll see them dealing with oh no. I know that's frustrating, especially with this time of year. Probably did not help.
They're more than likely to.
Yeah, I won't even answer my door if I don't know. Right? I just let it knock on.
Yeah, I don't. If I'm not expecting nobody, there's no reason for me to answer. I would say even if I am expecting somebody, I probably take too long to get to the door.
Right. I think about it. Lorraine and Ed kept it locked under lock and key after they died. Yeah. Yep. This guy was so easily swayed by the popularity he was influenced. I've seen that happen to people in their house. Yeah, because they had it under a glass in a glass box, like a wooden and glass box. Yeah. I'm not exactly new, just from time. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. I'm a bush person. I get in there and I work in bushes because I stay there. I don't always chat, but I'm there. Hey. If you want to lurk in the bushes.
I just always picture you in the bushes when you say that. Like your little head sticking out all the time. Like terrace feet in windows and your head sticking out of bushes.
You see me spying, just eyes up, looking out of the bushes. I see you. I'm over here. Hey, I'm like that though. Welcome.
Yeah.
Pinch your nose and tilt your head back. Running gray wolf is giving you.
Yeah, Andrew used to get real bad bloody noses when he was little from like allergies and stuff. He doesn't so much anymore, thankfully.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Lorraine specifically said not to show. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's. Mm-hmm. That was sad too.
I wouldn't even want it out. I'm surprised these people even want it taken out around them. I wouldn't want it taken out around me.
It's really sad though that Ghost Adventures was that it turned that. I was really sad about.
Yeah.
That was another disappointment, because you want to think that when you watch that their true intentions are that what they're telling you is real, that, because paranormal, it's hard for people to believe in that anyway, and then you get people out there that do this and then they're like, see, it's fake. It's all fake. And it makes it hard for everybody.
I think if people want to believe, they will. If they don't want to, they're going to find every reason not to,
right.
know? So.
My 3 dogs are at my front door to greet anyone who comes to visit. Oh,
you know what's funny? Lola never really barks like when it's a random person or thing outside, but she barks when it's like somebody we know knocking on the door. And I'm like, why do you only bark when it's somebody we know, but you don't bark when it's just like a random person that comes walking up or something?
Guess who's
like,
here?
Totally
Guess
reversed.
who's here? Yeah.
Yeah, totally reversed.
Yeah. What's your question, Reverend Wolf? We will try to answer it as best as we can.
Best to my ability.
Best to our abilities. Mm-hmm. I have no desire to close to things in the museum. I'm safe right where I am. My house is haunted enough. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I wouldn't mind going to a haunted museum if everything is, locked up how it should be and stuff. But I don't know that I'd want one in my house. That would be.
Yeah.
That would be because I've gone into and my husband, for a long time, he believes in my gift now because I've proven it quite a few times. But used to, we would go. I love antique shopping, and we would go into antique stores. And the minute I walked in there, if I felt something bad, I was like, "Let's go, let's go." And I love antiques. And one time we were going through Arkansas, and we were on a 2-lane road, because when you go from here through Arkansas to go to where we need to go to see his family, a lot of it's 2-lane.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, he's like, "Oh, you want to stop at this antique store?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'd love to." So we stopped, right? And we went in, and I was walking down the aisle, and I seen this thing, and I turned around to him, and I'm like, "Turn around and walk out and just keep walking." And he didn't question me. I'm like, "Just keep walking. Don't look back.
Yeah.
Get in the vehicle. Don't say a word. Buckle up and let's go." And as I was leaving, I could feel the lady that was in there. She was looking at me, and I could feel it.
Yeah.
And
I don't seem to want any used things of anybody's anymore.
I got in my truck, and as I was getting in, you step up on the sideboard and you get in. And as I was sitting down, and I looked over there, and she had her arms folded, and she was looking at me. And I looked at her, and I'm like, "Not today, not me, and not today." And I got in my vehicle, and I started leaving. And you could tell he's like, "She is mad." And I'm like, "Yeah, she's mad because she has a divot box in there. And I don't want to be nowhere around a divot box when you open that sucker up."
Yeah.
And I don't want to purchase a divot box. And she's got quite a few of those in there. And we never went back. We never, ever went back. Never, ever went back that way.
Yeah. I've kind of found like I don't really like used things much at all. Like it feels like heavy, like most of the stuff. I'd rather just have new, like something that's new, like nothing's connected to it.
Yeah. So how would I know I'm me and not him?
They reworded it, I think.
Oh.
Somewhere down here.
I was going to say.
Came back to my body. I didn't feel.
Where am I at? Have I lost?
It's further down. It's like 3 from the bottom. I think so. I think that's the updated one.
I don't feel like that I belonged in this world ever.
I don't think that's. Do you mean like as if like somebody else stepped in that way, like out of not you wise? Like I don't know. That's what I'm taking. Is that what you're taking from the comment, or am I looking at it wrong?
I kind of think you're asking like when you came back, you felt like when you were here before, you didn't belong.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you mean? Like when you were here before, you never belonged the first time you were here, but it's different now. Is that? Yeah. Oh no. You know what a divot box is. And every time I've been close to death, I can't die. Oh. And I've always wondered, did I jump into the body of a child that died that day, or like being reincarnated?
I mean, they're saying they've been reincarnated instantly, is what it
Yeah.
sounds like. I guess I don't know how you would know that, to be honest.
I don't either.
Because I mean, I don't know.
No, it doesn't sound crazy. I don't.
Oh yeah, I just don't know how you would know if you are on. Like, I don't see. I mean, you could be in a cycle of stuck in a cycle where I mean, if you feel like that for yourself, then yeah, I mean, you could be stuck in a cycle where you're going into instant reincarnation. I mean, I'm sure that some people are in that if they can't break a loop, then you'll just keep going through it instantly. I'm pretty sure some people have dealt with that.
And you probably aren't feeling wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's probably how you feel, then that's
maybe go to like someone who can like read to Akashic record level, that they might be able to pull that out better for you and kind of let you know if it's a cycle, because they're going to be the ones to tell you if you're caught in a cycle. So someone who can read like Akashic records.
Yeah, and a Reiki master would be good too.
Mm-hmm.
Reiki,
when you find out.
Reiki master, yep, they would be. I was a normal kid, and after I died, I left and saw my body attached to the live wire. But at that point, I wonder, am I a... people say that happens. I'm not even gonna say that I have not heard that. I have heard that happen before.
I'm gonna let them in.
Oh, McKee. I like McKee too. Yep. He did a lot, Scout, in the Watts case. He did several, sessions out in front of the Watts house. No, it's fine. No. Hey, I wish I had a better answer for you, but I always feel like with our intuition, we should follow it, and if that's how you feel, then that's probably how it is.
Yeah.
But I know Reiki masters are great at that deal with past lives. They're good at bringing past lives up, and they can help you with that too.
Yeah.
An old soul. Yep.
Yeah, I just know Akashic record can tell you why, and so that you don't keep doing it.
Right.
I don't know about breaking.
And is that how you look them up, Megan?
Like, in what way? Look who
like what you were saying, is that how would they go about finding that?
Like an Akashic record, a person?
Yeah,
you would have to. Like I know, like I don't know the people. That's what I'm saying. Like there's certain channels. Let me see if I can find one. I think I have one saved on my YouTube I can put into chat.
Okay.
But I mean, at least you can get an idea of what they are and what they do. And
right.
then you can maybe find something similar along that line. But they don't usually advertise themselves at that. They're going to probably
ask you a bunch of questions.
I would think they'd just be more advertised as healers, because once you find out what it is, it usually goes away.
You're right.
So once you know and get, it stops. So that's kind of the purpose of that, I guess. But let me see if I can pull it up.
I know someone that can do that, but I can't remember her name on YouTube. Remember her YouTube name.
So I'm just going to put this one in chat, and she has, which I don't think she minds. She does it, but I don't know her. I've watched her on Facebook, and then her Facebook got hit for something because she shared like a meme from another person's channel, and she got hit for it on her Facebook. So she had to go to YouTube for a couple days. And she doesn't know how, I would think she'd have more on YouTube. She has about 100K on Facebook, but she only has 4.2 on YouTube. So, I mean, I was subscribed to her, and she seems to do really well. She has a lot of people on her shows. And that's what I'm saying. She does a different show with people every day on there. So 5 days a week. And it usually, it's somebody who is a healer of some sort, like people who do the records and things like that.
Yeah. I even know that the human spirit is made of and how it works and what consciousness is. After doing the research, it turned out to be knowledgeable erased from the period. Yep.
Sorry, the kids just got here.
Oh, no, you're
They're
good.
getting settled for a second.
No, they're good. They're
Okay, I'm gonna
good.
go back to the chat and then I'll put it into your chat.
Okay. That
See, I've
works.
watched her on Facebook. I really like her. And then there's another because I watched her. I'm trying to think of what the lady is, and I'll put if a video uploads and I find it. I don't know if she has a YouTube channel. If she does, I'll put it in the comments when it uploads because I don't know her YouTube channel, the one
Okay.
that the girl brings on. But she has one lady. She comes on there and she's really good, and she does
There-
Akashic records.
There's the link. Megan just dropped it.
So that girl does
Yeah.
a lot, works with a lot of people who do Akashic records and healings and things like that. And it's supposed to help you go back into your lives, figure out why you're cycling in the same,
Mhm.
circles over and over again. And if you're
Yeah.
caught in loops that you can't get out
Yeah.
of.
No, Reverend. Well, look, this is a safe place. We are a good environment. We don't. We let people come in and talk and ask questions, and whatever you want to ask is. We may not have the answer, but we sure will try. You are welcome to put your questions in the chat. And we get along well over here. We try to take care of each other over here. So don't ever feel that you can't ask. We may not have the answer, but we will sure try to get it or get you help, for it. But absolutely, no, don't feel bad at all. Michelle Brandenburg or something like that. Okay. Have you ever noticed that you move a cursor, it looks like a really, and you enter keys and numbers, alphabet, and like a Ouija board. And we are a spirit being, isn't that is crazy? That is crazy. It is. And people don't believe in, and I mean, people think that a Ouija boards is just a game, but man, it is not. You have to be careful because you bring things in that you don't know what you're bringing in. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We're all even on my true crime channel. It is a safe place. We don't do that over there. No, there's no drama over there. We are here to help each other and listen, and know we want to know people's opinions and comments. And so, absolutely, absolutely, to remember that. Yeah, that's a kind of a Brandenburg. That'd be a hard name to remember, wouldn't it? Yep. Yep. Only encouragement here. That is correct. Psychic and Paranormal Network. Okay. See, I'm learning about a lot of channels too that I didn't know about.
Okay, sorry. Connor was
No,
trying to
yeah.
take a whole milkshake. I'm like, again, like, dude, you got diabetes. You can't take the whole milkshake. I'm like, I have to ration that out. Give it to me.
Yes,
They're gonna want
yes.
the whole thing. I'm like, I know. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I
You're gonna have the
know.
whole thing, but
Nobody. Yeah.
yeah.
We also want to communicate with people we can't see. Mm-hmm. 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 I've known her for years. Oh, hey, it's hard to remember. Some people just can't remember names. Some people are better with faces than names, and I get it.
Yeah.
Me too, sometimes.
Yeah, I don't remember names that much.
Yeah. Let's see if we can go over here and a milkshake. That sounds yummy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got
I can't.
Whataburger.
I can't have it either unless it's made with
Like
lactate milk
yeah.
or coconut milk or almond milk or something like
You
that.
like oat milk? I like oat milk.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I know. I feel bad. He can't ever
Yeah,
just have
no.
like a whole milkshake or something.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, because this is called hold on. My subscribers' scariest black-eyed children encounters, real life paranormal lynch stories. So we're almost at the end of this one. This is the last story in this video.
Sent in by some amazing fans. I think all but one of them was fan submitted.
I'll lock the door.
The Raleigh, North Carolina one I found online a long time ago and really liked that one. I featured it not too long ago as an individual story. The hitchhiking black-eyed kid was a fan submission. That one was spooky. I mean, how would you like to be out riding around and seeing one of those creepy things hitchhiking on the side of the road? And then there was the Blacksburg, Virginia trick-or-treaters had a run into one. It was a woman and her kids. Not sure I would welcome that scenario. Let's see. There was the kid at the park in Kentucky who ran into one, and then it started following them around town till they moved. Man, we had the Irish Fairy Circle one. That one was very, very different than any other black-eyed kid encounter story I've ever heard, where they stepped into that Irish Fairy Circle and it was like they were in another dimension, and then the black-eyed kid was riding on the guy's back. The first thing I thought was maybe he was a victim of the black-eyed kids, and now he's their slave or something. Very strange. Very strange. There was also my story. The last one, believe it or not, was my story when I had a possible encounter with one. The vibe was, I mean, it just kind of felt like similar to those stories. I didn't even know what they were at the time. I just thought it was some creepy kid until years later I thought about it. I was like, that could have been a black-eyed kid. Could have been a black-eyed kid. Well, you folks let me know what you think. What was your favorite story?
That's interesting because I did not know that his story was one of those stories.
Yeah, I didn't either.
That's really interesting on that one. And I often wonder about, if other people experience the time thing, because he said he experienced like a time with the fairy one. They experienced like a time change, like they thought it was Monday when they woke up, and then it was really Sunday when they woke up.
Yeah.
So they had like lost a day or went ahead a day. So I wonder if everybody felt like a time change with those.
Probably in different ways. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Hi, Chief. Welcome. That's all the tribe name, chiefs and running wolves and Cherokees and everybody's here. The whole tribe
is here.
Yeah, I lost time. I think that you probably always lose time in those situations, though, because they kind of step out of reality a bit. They shift that. So I think in most haunted situations, I think even if you have something of your own, you probably do lose realities, like track of reality for a second because you're scared and everything happening. So I think it's kind of the same thing.
Oh, let's see what she said. American Paranormal Magazine, North Carolina edition has a picture of part of my house on the cover. Oh, that's interesting.
Cool.
Wow.
The Black Death.
And that's very cool that they would have that on there.
Yeah, Chief and I were somewhere one time and we swore it was like 3:00 when we looked at the time, like both of us. And then like we looked at it again and it was like 6:30. And we were like, we know that it said there's no, because we were filling up the bathtub. And by the time the bathtub had filled up, like just say twice, and we looked at the clock again, it was like 6:30. And we're like, how did it go from 3:30 to 6:30? We've only filled the bath like twice. Like,
Yeah.
It was weird. It was weird how it happened. We still can't really explain how that happened. And we were staying somewhere else. We were on a trip. So we were at a hotel when it happened.
Oh, yeah.
So that was what was weird about it too.
Okay. I'm going to bring this one up. Okay. I got all kinds of.
I don't know. See, like when I'm on here, I see everybody, and this is my side of the chat, so I'm not really sure. Like, so I don't know like who's in, because it seems like it does.
Yeah.
Because if I go into it on YouTube, there's different amounts, but I'm streaming from my chat on here, and I see everybody. So I just I don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know how the chat works still on here sometimes.
We don't know how it works because some people will come in and tell us one thing, and then somebody else will see it a different way. So me and Megan
for everybody.
We're totally confused on what it looks like when we're double streaming.
I think it kind of looks different for everybody a little bit or something.
That is so neat. You live on a Civil War battlefield. That is neat. See, I love stuff like that. I love history. I love battlefields. When we go on vacation, if there's a historical place and we have time, we stop because I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
along with a few ley lines. Uh-huh.
Yeah. We have a
Uh-huh.
cemetery right here. It's like you can walk to it like around the corner. It's like there's a pond in between it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Creature conference can attract activity. Mm-hmm. Hello, Chief Wisdom. Battle. Oh, wait. The chat was moving. Battle of Bentonville. Okay. I know when it's time to harvest. Don't, don't I, Megan?
I guess so. I don't know what you're talking
Oh my goodness.
about.
Mm. So what am I doing? Hold on. Let me get this one. See if I secure the right one.
I'm trying to think if there's any other like weird stuff like Heather or work that I can think of right now, like the 1988 Super Bowl poster that like, but I can't think of anything else that's creepy like that.
This is Let Us In. This is what they say. This is what the black-eyed children say to you if they speak. So I thought we might want to see this just to kind of explain what they say.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very long. It's like 8 minutes, I think.
Okay.
So this might help us kind of understand them a little bit. But will we ever understand them? Probably not. But this might help just a little bit.
I feel like the stories are similar to like alien encounters is how they kind of seem.
Yeah, and I almost think that also, like, because their skin, the way they describe their skin and their eyes are so big, it's kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel too. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But they kind of feel like they're not as scary. I think I would rather if I had to, if somebody said, well, you have to choose who you want to encounter with, I would much rather encounter a black-eyed child or children than the rake or one of those creatures. I would never want to ever have to come across the rake.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh.
I've never heard of
that. He's very scary. He is he's almost like once he makes a connection with you, he comes in your dreams.
Oh, yeah, I don't like stuff like that.
And
that's probably why I don't know about it. I don't
he's almost like if he can make you die in your sleep.
Yeah, I don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's pretty freaky looking.
Yeah,
I
used to have nightmares like crazy when I was little. Like,
yeah,
and there was one point where I think I had them like for 3 years straight. Like didn't even want to sleep by myself. So like I don't like anything that messes with dreams.
He's kind of like a Freddy Krueger, but his fingers are I don't know. He's just I would rather meet a blackout child than meet the rake.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, I would rather the kids. Yeah, that sounds easier than the other one. I don't like dream stuff. So
yeah. Or Children of the Corn. You'd rather have a blackout child than Children of the Corn. Yeah. Yeah, they are nothing to mess with. They are nothing to mess with, the rake. They are not. Right, there you go. See, that's what I think. I think of Freddy Krueger, right? When I think of the rake. But it's like at least Freddy Krueger looks like a human of sort. This does not. The rake does not look like a human of sort.
Yeah. I have to look it up. Well, yeah. I want to see a picture at least, but I don't know if I want to look up the whole story of it.
Right. Yeah. And this is the guy from Spooky Appalachia. He's the one that was telling us the story. He's the one that's going to tell you about it's like 8 minutes, but we'll stop it. About what they say when they encounter them. So
in 1998, one of our listeners named Sarah had an encounter with one of these beings that she'll never forget. In the deep hollers of Appalachia, there's a specific kind of darkness that feels alive. It's a heavy weight that presses up against your windows at night of your car, making you feel like you're at the bottom of a cold black ocean. Back in the late 1990s, my friend Sarah and I found ourselves parked at an overlook near the edge of a state forest in West Virginia. We were 18 at the time and feeling invincible.
and the park had been technically closed for hours. The mountains around us were silent. No crickets, no wind, just the hum of the radio and the biting cold of a November night. The nearest town was about 20 miles away. We were isolated, or so we thought, until the atmosphere inside the car shifted. It wasn't a sound, it was a sudden, sickening drop in pressure that made my ears pop. Sarah reached for the ignition in the car, sensing the same dread that I did. She turned the key. Click. The battery was dead. Not just weak, but stone dead. Every light in the dashboard went black at once. We sat there in the sudden, suffocating dark, laughing nervously. And then about 30 yards away at the edge of the tree line, something moved. At first, I thought they were just deer. But as they stepped into the faint silver glow of the moon, I realized they were children. It was a group of them, maybe 5 or 6, and they emerged from the brush. They weren't wearing coats or winter gear despite the freezing temperatures. They wore dated clothing, oversized flannel shirts, and muddy denim that looked decades old. They stood in a semicircle, their movements synchronized and stiff, like they were mimicking a human walking that hadn't quite mastered the rhythm. They didn't turn
Kind of like a zombie walk, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And see that a lot of the stories that I heard, they were in groups.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear a lot of stories that I've looked at. They're not like in one, like a few of these stories have been just one of them.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stories I read, they were in groups,
Yeah.
like 3 or 4, like more, you know.
Yeah. The ones I have heard, it was usually groups. At least 3 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember the TV's considered a black mirror. Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
I learned something interesting about the TV too, when they were talking about how, when you look at news, how it spells northeast, west, and south, and then you look at a channel and it's channeling and it's programming you, just like you're channeling, watch your channels and watch your programming. It's
Right.
channeling and programming you. And there was a couple other things that I can't remember off the top of my head, but I thought that was interesting with the news, northeast, west, and south. That's where they're kind of getting all that from. So again, and then they tell you it's programming. They tell you, tune into your channeling. And so they are putting channeling and programming you through your TV that you watch.
Yep.
So, hi, Claudia. How are you?
I'm safe from TV since I don't watch them on Mirror. Oh, okay.
That's like Black Mirror on Netflix. It's still on there. If you watch it, I mean, it's the same thing. There's tons of those. It's basically just telling you what they're doing. They have one where they have something on their ear and they can replay everything that they see in their head. Like pretty much technology they probably already have and know about and have known about. It's all in Black Mirror pretty much.
Yep.
Like Get Out, that movie Get Out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you never are alone. That's true.
Yeah.
towards us. They kind of glided. Are those kids? Sarah whispered, her hands trembling on the steering wheel. They stopped about 10 feet from the front bumper in the dim light. Their skin looked like damp parchment, but it was their eyes that stopped my heart. Even from 10 feet away in the dark, you could see it. There was no white, no iris, just two oily black pits. The smallest of them, a girl who couldn't have been more than 7, stepped towards us. She didn't speak with her mouth. The sound seemed to vibrate directly inside my skull. "We are cold. Let us in.
Mm-hmm.
We need to use your phone to call our mother."
There it
Her
is.
voice was flat and hollow, like a recording in an empty room. Sarah's breathing became rigid. "Go away. We don't have a phone," she screamed, even though my Nokia was sitting right in the center console.
Nokia.
The children didn't react to the
Whole
shouting.
story, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They moved closer, surrounding the car. One boy, a bit older with a pale, bloated face, leaned his forehead against the driver's side window. His skin didn't seem to have any warmth. The glass didn't even fog up from his breath. He stared directly at Sarah. "It's very cold," the boy
Tammy,
said.
he brought you flowers.
"You must."
Huh?
Chief brought you flowers.
He brought me flowers. Oh, how nice, Chief. Thank you. Those are pretty, actually. Those are very pretty,
Yeah,
Megan.
they're for you.
They're for me.
They are for you.
Oh, thank
They're
you.
for us. It's our
They're for us.
it's our chat night.
That's
live
our chat night, so they're for us. Oh, thank you, Chief.
So thank you. But yeah, they do believe in karmic laws and they tell you. So that's why it's all through movies, all through songs, all through all that stuff. Same thing with the news and the broadcasting and the programming. It's in the title. It's in what they're telling you. They're programming you. They're
Yeah.
channeling to you. They're using north, east,
Yep.
south, west, all directions to do it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
they
So
have to tell you. Even
Yeah.
though it doesn't take it away, they think it does. Yeah.
yeah, we always thought never let them in. Yep, they have to have your permission. And you don't hear, of course, the stories of what happens after you let them in, right?
Oh, I didn't mean that.
And
No.
we were talking about how,
Thank you.
what is their, are they soul collectors? Is that what they
I
are?
think it is. I think any of
Yeah.
that stuff's going to be soul harvesting, or I mean,
Yeah.
energy and soul harvesting. I'm pretty kind of sure are the same things for the most part. I mean, one, you could probably leave somebody alive still, I guess, if you're just energy harvesting. But
Yeah.
for the most part, I mean, that's still sucking to me the soul out of someone. So it's in the same category to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Something you
that's what
shouldn't be doing.
yeah.
But
The rake is humanoid, 6 feet tall, but usually crouches and walks on all fours. Yep. Very pale skin, black face or nose or mouth.
Connor needs insulin.
Has 3 solid green eyes in the center of a forehead. Yep. He's nasty. I'm okay eating toast and jelly. All right. People that do the stuff are cultists and they believe in the karmic law. They
Mhm.
have to tell you. Yep.
Yeah. And I was telling my friend that, and she was like, well, it doesn't make it better. I was like, no, it doesn't make it better. I was like, but
No.
if they tell you to your face, I'm doing this, and you do
Mhm.
nothing, then you're just letting it happen. And she's like, but that's still wrong. I'm like, I know it's still wrong. I was like,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
the theory and the idea behind it. If
Yeah.
I tell you, then it relieves all karmic cycle for them.
Right,
Because
right.
they're telling you what
Yeah.
they're doing to you.
Yeah. They're not doing it behind your back.
No, they're doing it
telling
right
you.
in your face.
Right.
They're always
Yeah.
doing it right in your face.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Many of us in here are Native American, and that is awesome. That is
yeah.
awesome.
I think pretty much everybody, really.
Mhm. Remember, eyes in the window to the soul. Yep.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Totally agree with Megan. Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That is sweet of Chief. I so appreciate it. Haven't been given flowers in a long time. I appreciate you, Chief.
Mhm.
That's
You're the
right.
sunflower in them.
Oh. So let's see what else he has to say. Yeah, and it makes you, I don't think if there is a story out there of someone that has let one of the black-eyed kids in, I'd like to know it. I'd like to hear it
Yeah.
or know
Yeah.
it. If anybody finds that, let me know. Because we'll absolutely play that on here. But I don't know that there would be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Invite us in. It is the rule. He began to tap on the glass, not frantic pounding, but a slow, rhythmic clink, clink, clink with a fingernail that sounded like bone on glass. "Please, Sarah, try the car again," I sobbed from the passenger seat. She wrenched the key with a desperate, guttural scream. To our shock, the engine didn't just crank, it rotated to life with a violent explosion of sound, the headlights cutting through the dark like twin swords. In the glare of the high beams, the children didn't flinch or squint. They just stood there, washed out in gray, their black eyes reflecting nothing. As Sarah slammed the car in reverse and spat gravel, the group didn't chase us. They just stood perfectly still in the rearview mirror, watching us retreat. The last thing I saw before we rounded the bend was the oldest boy raising a hand, not to wave, but to point. He followed our car with his finger, his head tilting and jagged at an impossible angle until the car vanished into the trees. We didn't talk for the entire hour-long drive home. To this day, if I see a group of kids standing too still on a sidewalk, I feel that cold vacuum in my chest. Some people say they need an invitation to enter your home or your car. I just thank God that Sarah kept the doors locked because I don't think they wanted to use the phone to make a call. I think they wanted the warmth.
Yeah.
So what did y'all think of this one? To me, it sounded like a classic Black-Eyed Kid story. The biggest difference that I can tell, and it may have happened in the other ones, I just can't remember, is the car shutting
sure
off
what's
and not
happening
being
with
able
the
to
video.
start. And then
That's on their
when they
side,
get
not
into the
mine.
I think it's
encounter a
his.
bit,
Yeah,
they try the key and it goes.
To add some creepiness to it for
or
you.
maybe
Weird is
that's what
that.
it is.
Yeah, I think
Another
so.
thing that got to me is that line in the story where one of the kids got close to the vehicle and it was like its face had no warmth to it at all. But the strangest thing was there was no fog from its breath. How weird is
Oh.
that?
Mm.
What are these things? Some people think they're men in black in kid form or vampires, something. Very weird. Also, you have to invite them in. That's so strange.
Yeah, that's usually like a
Now, I wonder what
vampire.
would have happened if they just sat there in the car and just didn't respond to the things, if they would just eventually have gone away. Ooh. Oh, the creepy part is as they were driving, that one pointed at them while they were driving away. Ooh, man. This was all kinds
Pointed
of
at
creepy.
him.
I
Yeah.
actually know of a trailhead kind of similar to what they were describing in this. I don't know if it's the same one. Can't remember the name of it, so sorry, folks. But yeah, let me know what you think of this story. This was wild. Every Black-Eyed Kid story is amazing. But we have tons of amazing stories. And speaking of, if you want to send us a story, you can send it to spookyappalachia
Yep.
at gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you and get your stories, get them on here. We try to get everyone that we can. And if you hadn't,
Yep. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't.
Yeah.
and you're still
So
listening,
that's all.
be sure
Does
to
he only do
subscribe.
the Black-Eyed Children, or does he do other stuff too?
He does. They do other stuff too. They have a
Okay.
lot of. They have a lot of stuff on there.
Okay.
They have a lot of different types of stories on there. They're a good channel to go and if you like that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
they're a good channel to go and watch. I enjoy watching their channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that when it's like, because I get in periods where I just binge on all the stuff that we're like doing, like
Mhm.
Sebastian stuff or the Duggar stuff now. And so I feel like that's mindless stuff. You can just turn it on, listen, and you don't have to
Yeah.
watch. And
Yeah.
it's just nice to listen to when you want
Yeah,
to.
that's why I picked that channel because I know there's not a lot of
He's calm. His voice is
yeah,
calm.
yeah, and there's not a lot of drama and drunk on there. He just tells the story,
Yeah.
and they do like their subscribers to send stories in.
Mhm.
And they do like to they do a lot of interaction with their subscribers, and I like that
Yeah.
because your
that's important.
subscribers are why you're here. I
Yeah,
mean,
and it's what they want to see too.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
they find you to begin with. So
Yeah. The element that was erased from in 1903. Yep.
is the yeah, ether. Yeah, yeah. There was something that they had showed. It was like two elements put together. It was in like I don't want to say it was a vaccine, but maybe it was. I don't know, but I can't remember exactly what the element was from. But the two elements put together, one was barium, and the other one was like started with the A, but when you added it, it was Baal, Baal.
Oh.
So which is the devil.
Yeah.
What they worship. So it was part.
Yeah.
I want to say it was something that was put into one of the vaccines. Like I want to say COVID or something. Allegedly, I don't know, but it was one of those vaccines recently, and the elements that used to create it was those elements, and it spells out Baal.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't take those vaccines.
That's what made me think of it though, because that one was removed, which connects to that, and the one that's incorporated and used connects to that.
Yeah.
So barium, there it
Um,
is. Thank you. That at the bottom, barium, aluminum, and then it spells out. It has the BA. I think it's BAAL.
BAAL,
Yeah,
two
I'm pretty
A's and
sure.
an L. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2 A's. Yeah, ball demon, occult. Yeah, the first king of hell.
There's Megan's
So yeah, it's
petition. If you haven't signed it, this is
Yeah.
for Sebastian. Oh wow.
that's it,
Okay.
and that's
Oh
what's in the
yeah,
in the vaccine.
I know which one
And
you're
the
talking
element
about.
wise, when you add the
Element.
letters together.
That's related to the element. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep. There's Megan's
Oh yes,
petition
thank you. Yes,
for Sebastian.
thank you so much
Um,
for sharing that.
Since we have new people in here, Megan, you may want to tell them about your
Yes.
petition.
So for the petition for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, he went missing out of Sumner County on February 25th is the last time anybody seen him, but he was reported missing on February 26th of 2024. His mother was the last one that seen him, and it was at her house. So the reason I made the petition though is because there's no movement in his case, and there really hasn't been for 2 years. And his father, Seth, is having a hard time getting assistance to get any movements in Sebastian's case. So I would like to get it up to 1,000, and then hopefully send it over to Sumner County with 1,000 and get new investigators on it for him and for his father, hopefully, so that they can get something moving in it. But yes, we are up to 654. So if you haven't, looked at it or shared it, maybe possibly signed it, if you could give it a look and possibly sign it and share it, I'd greatly appreciate it. And then we will send it over there once we get to the numbers that we're hoping to get to. So thank you in advance, and I appreciate it.
My great grandmother is from Canada, and she had a child by a Canadian military man. Her baby, my grandfather, went to a convent that burned down with all the records. Oh, crap. We sure have our mountain rules, but I'm sure that, like
Yeah.
other places, some are obvious and make sense, while others,
Yeah.
I think, are just to keep the kids from
Misbehaving.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank
Yep.
you so much.
I saw a video this morning where a man tried to snatch a child while the mother was leaving a supermarket, broad daylight. Crazy. Yep.
It's absolutely crazy.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah.
The petition, yeah, I do post it on. I post it more. I don't know. I just opened a Southern Soul Tarot Facebook page, and I tried to remember. I don't remember about TikTok and Facebook and all those things too much, So when I
Mhm.
do remember, I try to share them over there as much as I can. But I also share it on TikTok. Also, all that stuff is in my about section. The links to the other ones, and then but yeah, I share it on Facebook when I can, and on like Twitter and things like that.
Yeah. Like if you hear someone call your name in the woods, right? No, you
Yeah.
didn't. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. Negative. Negative.
Yeah, or if it gets really quiet, there's usually something big around, like a
Yeah.
predator, because if everything goes quiet. And so people notice that too a lot when it gets super quiet and
Yeah.
eerie. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd probably hide too. Like
Yeah.
if you're in the woods and it
Yeah.
gets really quiet, I'd
Yeah.
hide.
And for sure the squirrels
Thank you
will
so much.
surely tell you
Yeah.
when something, I mean, they will start chattering and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
the squirrels something's bothering the squirrels, therefore it bothers me. I'm just
Mhm.
saying. Megan, I'll share that link to Appalachia
Yes,
Sky
thank
says
you
she
so
will share
much.
it.
Yeah, and if anyone can share that again on their pages if they have it, I would greatly appreciate it too that way, because I just really like to get it there pretty soon.
Yeah.
So
Anyone else ever have a mimic in your home?
no, thank God.
No. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would say I'd want to move, but it'd probably just follow you at that level. I would
Mhm.
think if it's at the point it's mimicking things that sound like your kids or you, it's probably attached to you, I would think.
Like a doppelganger.
Yeah. I don't know, that would freak me out though.
Yeah. Yeah. I had my fair share of encounters with
Mhm.
mimics. Yeah. Crows too, right? Yeah. They will warn
Yeah,
you too.
crows.
They sure will. Yep.
Thank
And
you,
so we were
Scout.
going to talk also about not this live because I just found this stuff and I was mentioning it to Megan earlier, so she seemed to She was excited about it too. I found some ghost towns. I thought we would look at some ghost towns. Um, Surprisingly, us here in Louisiana, we do have some ghost towns. Um, and there's quite a few in Texas. So we're going to look at some of those. We're also going to look at some haunted cemeteries and graveyards. We're going to do that. Um, I don't know what we'll do next. What would y'all like to talk about some more cryptics? Like, would you like to talk more about black-eyed children? Would you want to do some more stuff on them? Would you want to do? You want to do some cemetery stuff? What would y'all like to do next? Right. Listen to the wildlife. They'll not steer you wrong.
Yeah.
Amen. Yep.
Yeah, because they just go by their gut, their instincts. That's all they do.
Mhm.
They don't have
Yep.
internet and phones and things to distract their instincts and scramble them.
Yeah.
They've been using them like full force since the day they came around.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Trust them above anything.
Yeah.
I had a whole day of the other five people asking me what I said, and I never said a thing. It may make me bad.
Oh, see, I don't know. I've had, so maybe somebody else has heard of it because I mean, people will, like, Andrew does that a lot. Andrew will always be like, what'd you say? Or, and I'm like, or he'll say something like a whole response, and I'm like, I didn't say anything. But, like, yeah, I mean, he never tells me nothing like that, though. Like, he sees anything or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. A metal detector and make double the content. Yeah. Georgia has some.
Yeah, we had the 1900 storm here, and I thought
Mhm.
that would be like a fun one, because just the orphanage alone in the
Yeah.
1900 storm here. All, like I said, those two nuns, I believe it was two nuns, tied all the kids to them, and then they all
Mhm.
drowned. So
Mhm.
that's right here, like not even 5 minutes from where we're at right now.
My dad and
So-
I always went to ghost towns a lot. We're in Texas. Yeah. I seen that.
Mhm.
I looked it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Killing Fields is like maybe 15, 20 minutes from here. I think about 20.
And their killing fields are here too because we had and it was on TV. It was a series on TV about the killing fields for Eugenia I can't think of her last name. Boudoir, I think. But she was killed a long time ago and dumped. And there was the killing fields was about her. But they never found out who did it. But it was a series too on there.
I didn't know they had another thing like that called. I only knew about the
Mhm.
Killing Fields here in Texas. I didn't know there
Yep.
was one of like named that too somewhere else.
But it was like just about her.
Mm-hmm.
But it was called the Killing Fields.
Killing-
But
okay.
yeah, appears
So-
as a man, cat, or
yeah.
a toad, or a combination. He grants invisibility and wisdom. His hoarse voice king, sometimes with the heads of a cat, toad, human, or Yep,
I need to-
there's the Looking Glass. The Mothman is very cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's supposed to be a really good one too.
and
I've watched the movie a couple times, but again, it's not one I really remember too much for some reason. Like I don't remember it heavily.
I don't feel him as a like. I feel like he's like a warning. I feel like he warns you of bad omens
Yeah.
and things that I don't think of him as like I would think of, Dogman or
Yeah.
or the Rake or something like that. I think he's more of a warning
Yeah.
for people. Yeah. Any of that? So y'all are good with
Oh, yeah, yeah.
anything we do. Yep. Would love to hear more. Yeah, the Mothman's a very good. He's a very good cryptic to talk about. And there's a lot about him out there. There's a guy, the Giants, that has found pre-flood giant human remains, 100% DNA, CAT scan, 3 days.
I hadn't heard about that.
I've heard about the Giants. I haven't looked into them, but I have heard, and I definitely believe there were giants.
Yeah,
for
I've
sure.
heard and that might be like the same line of where it's going down, how that's how all the big buildings got built, and that's why all the trees, they're talking about like mountains. If you look at them from the top, it looks like petrified wood or something, like cut a lot of these mountains and things like that, which it does when you look at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of.
Isn't just in one. Yeah, but they try to make him, there at Point Pleasant. They put him there big, but
Yeah.
Mothman is not allowed to intervene, but he does serve. See, that's how I feel like he's a warning. You know,
Yeah.
he's a warning to everything. Yeah. I think he's a good thing. Yeah. Unlike right.
I've never heard of the Jersey Devil.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
that?
He's like a big bat looking
Ugh. That
thing.
reminds me of what's that movie? Is it Jeepers Creepers where the
Mhm.
guy comes down, he's got like the bat looking wings, or he
Yeah.
hangs upside down and stuff. And like, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's what that reminds me of Jeepers Creepers when
Yeah.
she said when
Yeah.
you said it looks like a bat.
He's more on the devil side. So he's supposed to have been born. Wasn't he born like the 13th child of the 13th? He's supposed to be like cursed, isn't he?
Mhm.
Human hand and his 4 feet across the palm. Well, actually, in 1800 there were trees and they were cut down by early Europeans in America. Did I miss something?
I think we're talking about the giants.
Oh, okay, okay. I feel that Sasquatch is more an alien travels through portals.
Mm.
I think he travels through portals. But I do feel he is more. He is. I still feel like he's flesh and blood, though. It's kind of weird what I kind of think. There it is. Worship the devil and pray for the. Yes, that's it. I thought so. Mm. Sir, I don't
That's
know.
a creepy story.
Yeah.
About the Jersey Devil.
Yeah, that's what it. That's what.
Is there a movie about that?
Yeah.
I was like, I want to watch
Well,
that.
there's a. I don't know if there's a movie about it, but there's a lot of information on it. A lot of
I bet you
documentary.
can find something that somebody's made on it by now.
Probably. Maybe that's what Jeepers Creepers was made of. I've never
That
seen
kind of
Jeepers
sounds like it.
Creepers. I don't know.
Yeah, Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like. I mean, his face looks a little. I mean, like a mix between some kind of devil or whatever. But he has like bat wings, and he hangs
Mhm.
upside down while he sleeps, and then he
Yeah.
drains the blood out of him. That's
Yeah.
what it sounds like to me. But yeah, I mean, they always put a little bit of a spin on it for
Yeah.
different. Change it up a bit.
I'll watch whatever.
The more human this is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I believe they do have that. I believe that they can cloak themselves for sure, but I do believe that they have a supernatural side to them. But I do believe they're flesh and blood.
Yeah.
I definitely believe they're here. And I don't think I don't see them as monsters as wanting to hurt humans and people or something. I just see them. I just feel like they just want to be left alone.
Yeah. I mean, if it is truly a portal, if you want to look at it that way, it's probably coming in to get something it needs and leaves. I mean, if it's coming in routinely, because I mean, it literally looks like it's, if you look at all the encounters, it looks like it's just going and then coming. It's not trying to be messed with. It's not trying to be seen. It just wants to do what it's got to do and get out.
Right. Yeah. I don't see them as monsters like they say they are. I don't. Also shows by explorers they were giants and dwarfs and white and black people and copper skinned people before the European.
Yeah.
I had 3 encounters I was never afraid. See, that's what I'm saying. I might be scared because I'm like, oh my God, there's a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch or like, you know what I mean? Because they're huge, supposedly. But I mean, I might be just overwhelmed by what they look like, but I don't think I would be. I might pass out because I'm like, oh my God.
That's kind of weird looking.
Yeah.
I've been seeing some weird bugs, to be honest, like really weird bugs that look like they're mixed between something and something else, like a lizard and a grasshopper. I was thinking, I say it every time. I feel like almost I hate lizards, and it looks like it's like half lizard, half grasshopper or something. And then Connor was like trying to like keep it in the ground. I do not want that in this house. I think it's creepy. I don't know what it is. I've never seen it. Like, I don't know, just some weird bugs lately too.
Yeah. Imagine dealing with trespassers on your property. Some are homeless. Sound like curious, and others have. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's all of a sudden needing to cough.
And I have to have like my water right here. His throat's still
I don't
sore.
know. So, well, then we will talk. We will do ghost towns next time.
Yeah.
I've got several videos lined up, and we'll talk about ghost towns and That sounds like that'll be fun the next time, and we will do readings.
Yeah.
Sometime if we have
Yeah, just let
requests
us
for
know
some.
when y'all want them too. You can just
Yeah,
tell us like if y'all ever interested in just
yeah,
getting a reading. Y'all can just always drop it in the chat too if it's not like written in the title or something.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
but I
Yeah,
really want to look into just hospitals too because hospitals always have like such a haunted energy to them, and it kind of really sticks there
yeah,
a lot. And they really don't demolish those much.
yeah,
So that you see. So I'm kind of
yeah,
interested to see some of those too, like the
yeah.
operating areas,
We can do that and ghost towns next
like
time.
psych wards.
We can mix it up a little bit.
Like do a little
Yeah,
bit of each.
yeah. We can do that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sure can. Because the next time we go live, we're gonna be on Megan's True Crime channel.
Yes. And
Um,
then what day do you think this week that you might be able to do that?
um, Monday or Wednesday would be good.
Okay. So let's shoot for Wednesday,
Okay.
I guess. Like I said, I'll text you tomorrow in the morning and let you know like, if it does work out tomorrow because I'm pretty sure. Wait, no, what's the date tomorrow actually? Because the Connor has 2 doctor's appointments. So actually, let me check it. It might not be better Wednesday. What's today's date actually? Yeah, so actually, it might be tomorrow. It might be better if you're good with tomorrow.
Okay. Yep.
So yeah, so I want to when we do the true crime tomorrow, I kind of wanted to look over some stuff for Sebastian still in the beginning of some of the interviews that were more recent with Katie because I found some of the parts that were missing from the last time that
Sure.
we looked at Sebastian's interviews with Katie for the 2-year. And so I kind of wanted to bring this one up because again she's crying in this one and it is very emotional. And this is the first time like she almost actually had me crying with her and I was a bit upset about that because I don't believe her. And so it very much like pulled me in different directions. And so that's why I kind of wanted to share it with you. I want to see how you feel when you watch it. And I just feel like that's what made me feel like her shift towards how she looks at the situation with Sebastian has changed a bit, you know, because, and not saying like, you know, it makes anything better that she is, but it just shows me something has shifted in her behavior in the way that she's doing that. And then also I wanted to look at the latest interview with Savannah Guthrie on her mother and with Hoda because there was one part of it that kind of caught my eye that I want to share again with you because I want to see if you feel the same way. But to me, Savannah was very, again, making herself cry, telling the story about how Nancy went missing because I do not believe Savannah does not know anything about it, in my opinion.
Right.
And so she's telling the story, which again, I felt no emotion, not pulled, not nothing, just watching her. You know, I'm not feeling anything while she's telling me the story. And then while she's telling it, Hoda kind of like covers her mouth and her eyes go up. They don't go down. It's not like, oh my God, you know, it's up.
Yeah.
So to me, that's like, I'm covering my mouth because I'm like, oh shit, I'm duping delight. And I got to cover my face. But it was almost like she was trying to stop herself from giggling or smiling. So, because again, the eyes go up, not down. So, I just found that interesting. So I do want to look at that again because I felt absolutely no emotion from, or no emotional pull from Savannah Guthrie in this last interview. And again, Hoda sitting there covering her duping delight smile, like sealed it for me. So, I think, officially that Savannah Guthrie knows exactly where her mother is.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
There's a lot to unpack in that video, that interview. We'll do it. We'll do it on your channel. Megan also has, let me read this and then we're going to investigate in an asylum turned prison hot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See,
that's why I want to see them separately because they are quite different.
Yeah. I would love to go and tour a asylum or
I want to see an old asylum, like
yeah,
when they were still doing lobotomies and stuff.
Like
you know what I mean?
Pinhurst.
Like I want to see one of those, and then I want to see one like more updated, just so we can see the difference in the energy. But you can't when you watch all the old, you can tell how mistreated these people were. I mean, it just feels a lot darker and heavier.
Yep.
But
absolutely,
I like to look at the differences between them.
Yeah, I would love to go to an asylum and a prison. I mean, I would.
Yeah, those I wouldn't mind going into. But I don't think but the antique stores, the old haunted museum, like with dolls like Annabelle, no interest in that for me. I don't mind the prisons in the hospital just because I don't know. It's probably the same thing. I'm sure it is the same thing, but for me, it's just, it doesn't freak me out as much.
Yeah, I knew then when I was in there. And then after we got down the road, he said, okay, why did we leave? And what is a divot box? And so after I explained it to him, he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All of you guys
are stuff anyways.
No, I don't want a divot box in my house. No, sir. No. All of you guys are beautiful and wonderful human beings, and I hope you all stay safe and take care. Don't let the crazy in. Release the crazy from within. And we are glad you're here. Welcome to the channel.
Yes, thank
you. For
you
sure.
so much.
Welcome to the channel.
And it's been a wonderful chat. Everybody has had a lot of different information that they kind of, I think it's neat when everybody kind of has their own specialties and you add them all together.
Right.
So that we can kind of just get the whole overall picture of it.
Right. I'm going to finish reading chat, but I want Megan to tell y'all she has another channel. And
Oh,
what
yes.
she's going to do is put a lot of her true crime on that channel. And because she couldn't decide what she wanted to do. And so she's going to put a lot of her true crime videos on that channel. And I think it's a great idea because she's kind of separating it a little bit from her tarot channel. So check out her true crime channel so that when we go live, you'll be subscribed to it already.
Right. So it won't be like exclusively true crime. It's called
Right.
My Unpopular Opinion. So
Right.
it's basically in the title of what it's going to be. So we're going to
Yeah.
move like a lot of it, but it does usually involve true crime.
Yeah.
So because that's kind of what I look into anyway. So we're going to move. I will still have like most of the chats here too, and they will be uploaded here. But like when we go into stuff like just like the Duggars, because there's really no like reading I've done. If I do a reading for the Duggars, I'll put it on this page. But as we do some of the chats and move further into just talking about them as a group in a whole, I kind of want to also move some of those like live chats there too. So
Right.
I'm trying to do where I'm going to pull up over here at first the link and I'll put it into chat. But again, it's called My Unpopular Opinion. And I just basically started it again because I want to add more of like, because I still want to look into Sister Wives. I love Sister Wives in the sense of like, I feel like there's so much to go into there. Like even some of the Guthrie stuff, I want to go into it further there. So I want to keep talking about some of that stuff on here, but I also want to be able to go into it further there.
Right.
Because it is such a little bit of difference between tarot reading and then going into the conversations like the Duggars and Guthrie and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah.
But I'm trying to pull it
See,
up.
yes, I've spoken, so it's called Sasquatch. Yeah. They also learn to communicate by clacking rocks together, similar to Morse code. Yep. And the tree knocking. Yep. I may be jury duty, depending on what y'all do. Oh, jury duty. I love jury duty. I love jury.
I don't know if you'd still be there that because we're doing it probably tomorrow, Tara, in the evening. I would think so. I don't
You
think
might
you'd
be
still
released
jury duty by
already.
then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So
That
this is the
interview.
My Unpopular Opinion link, y'all.
Yes, it bothered us too. That interview bothered us
Yeah,
too.
it's an odd interview. And again, it's like, and do I want to think Savannah had anything to do with her mother disappearing? Absolutely not. Why would I want to think that? You know what I mean? But you look at how they waited, like a month to even do the $1 million reward. Like they were going back and forth about how much, well, I know it was supposed to be different ransoms and stuff like that, but they never even paid the ransoms. I mean, I would have just paid it. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, if I had that much money, especially if I was just going to put up $1 million a month later anyways, if you were going to put up $1 million a month later. So, and then she, so I don't know, there's just too many things that they've done. And then the whole Hoda cover in her mouth thing, it was just.
Well, who does Bitcoin as a ransom?
And again, I don't know why we're wasting. Well, and I don't know why and that's the kind of stuff that bothers me. We have this interview with Savannah Guthrie and she's covering her mouth and Hoda's covering her mouth, duping delight, smiling about it. Why aren't we having interviews and spending airtime for something like Sebastian's case or Summer's case where it's actively happening and it's been happening for years now and they're young children and they're vulnerable children? Why are we letting, Hoda and Savannah gaslight the hell out of us and cover her duping delight and pretending like it's not happening still? Why are we pretending
and getting a
so
special interview and everything
after a while?
Yeah.
But we have not seen this kind of energy put into Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case from the media. We ain't seen it put in from Summer Wells's case. So I'm just kind of tired of them rubbing in our faces what they want to. And some of it's like, again, I'm sorry that she's missing and stuff like that, but I'd like to see more of this for Sebastian and for Summer and for the other children who are missing.
Yeah.
So
I went to Waverly Hills
not being
before.
dupe and delight.
Right. And you're not telling us anything that we haven't already talked about.
She said nothing in that interview. And then you said the part you saw, she's just talking about how great her siblings are after everybody done said her siblings are suspects. So basically everybody who said they thought it was her siblings, she basically just kicked dirt in your face is what she did.
She laid that on thick.
So everybody who was talking bad about her siblings, she just let you know that basically you're full of shit because she loves her siblings. So if you backed her up, I'd retract that real quickly.
Yeah.
So,
I went to Waverly Hills before it became a hotel. I would love to have went to Waverly Hills.
Yeah. That one was really interesting. I heard too.
It's called Lintworth Village. I've heard of that one too. I'd like
I
to go
haven't
there
heard of
too.
that one.
I have. It was for children, for disabled children.
Oh,
A
there
lot of
was one
children were
thing.
put there. They didn't
I
want
wonder
them,
if
so they put
that's
them
the
there.
one that I watched because there was a series on it and it was probably like in the late 80s or 90s or something like
Mhm.
that, and it was a
Mhm.
bunch of children, like children with
Yep.
autism, like my sons and
Yep.
stuff like that, where they
Yep.
would leave them there and stuff like
Yep.
that, and they would come. Some parents would come get them on the weekend, and it was sad because they did talk to some parents who were older, at that
Yeah.
point, and they didn't have any. And the government didn't help him like that then. So
Yeah.
he didn't have a choice but to take his son, some of them, because they
Yeah.
had their own issues at that point and they were getting too old to be able to take care of another adult
Yeah.
and stuff. But and you could tell he was crying. He felt horrible. He had to leave him there. But then
Mhm.
others, yeah, they just got left there and nobody ever came back because it was just money
Or
to the state. So yeah.
Yep.
And they would just
Yep.
tie, like there was one poor boy, they would just leave him tied to the bed.
Yeah.
Like horrible things they did to them
It
poor
was.
kids.
It was. We did an overnight investigation at Waverly Hills. Oh, I bet that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I bet
That
that
would be
was
fun.
fun.
I would like
Yeah.
to do overnight ones somewhere. But of course, like I'd have to have like I think it'd have to be a big group. Like I don't
Yeah.
even think like 2 or 3 people would be enough for
Yeah.
me to want to stay overnight in one of those places.
Yeah. Yeah. A dark place to be. It was a dark when you were alive. I would hate to be. Ain't that the truth? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would hate to be trapped there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the known places, the spirits are tired of hearing from us. We also did Trans Allegheny. Yes. And South Pittsburgh. Yes. Incredible history there. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that'd be something we look into too.
Is that your channel?
Yeah.
That's Megan's channel, everybody. The other
I'll
one.
go in there and like try to like change it later to it'll say like the end. So it'll say like the same name as my unpopular opinion. But yeah, that's the link to my unpopular opinion. So if
Okay.
y'all would like to hear us chat more over there about this kind of stuff too, as far as like the Gunthries and
Mhm.
Duggars and stuff like that, we'll be over there chatting about it too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just to learn and connect. Yep.
mm-hmm.
Yes. I know Easter's in a week. I know it.
I'm excited for the food.
As a rule, none ever do anything like cemeteries. Waverly Hill is one off. I investigate people who have legitimate concerns, about things that are haunting them in their homes. And I've done a couple of those also. I've went in and cleared a couple of houses for
Excuse
some
me.
people, and it was. I like that. It was a good feeling to know that you went in
Yeah.
and helped
helped.
somebody like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Teddy bear at old Pittsburgh. Oh, okay. The teddy bear. Was it a teddy bear that's was left behind? Try to keep for validation, and then we try to understand why it's there and remove it. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm. I know who put it there and why. Oh, the teddy bear, you mean?
Yeah.
100% Megan. I grew up in a haunted house, and one of them was a Native American. Yep. Scary and cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Waverly Hills just sounds like creepy with the name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I don't think we're ever going to probably know it was a setup. That's the thing. Like,
Right.
I'd be shocked if we ever find out who did it or find her. I just don't think we're going to because they planned it that way. But
Yep.
that's just my opinion. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very unpopular at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. They were putting, not beds. Yeah. Cribs. Yeah. They were cribs. Yeah. And their teeth were pulled. And if they bit somebody, they pulled their
Yeah.
teeth.
Yeah, and the poor kid they had on the bed, he really, of course, he didn't need to be tied down to the bed. You know what I mean? Like he really did. Like
Right.
there was no reason to, other than like he just wasn't, he wasn't with it. That's all. But I mean,
Yeah.
he could have just still done his thing
Yeah.
and not be tied to a bed.
No, the teddy bear doesn't have any attachments because modern day investigators are just thrill seekers looking for a bit. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's too long of a story to type. Yeah. We might have to have a night with people coming up and telling stories,
Their own stories. Yeah.
Yeah. That might be something we might have to do. Not always. We didn't get much activity, but the history was amazing. Anyone can go. They have paid overnights, and you're not alone. I prefer less people, to be honest. Yeah.
Mm.
And when you allow these people into your home, they provoke. They do. You're right. Yeah. And that's one thing I don't do is provoke them for sure. Didn't make it to my channel. Other people have. I have them, though.
Sorry.
So many groups they provoke, and the Ghost Adventure Zach. So, yep. Yeah, it was such a disappointment to find out that they were like that, you know?
I didn't ever really watch them too much. Did something happened with them though, right? Ghost Adventures, right?
I didn't hear the full story, to be honest. I just know that he was caught, I think, adding stuff like, I think he was caught making things happen that weren't really happening.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So is the channel still around?
I don't think they're still filming. I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, because the kids will climb out of the bed. Yeah. Actually, I had my first cousin there. He was older than me. He had brain damage from being around coal gas.
Mm.
Is that what?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, you do have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is true. Dr. Rotten, I got in his face about it. I don't care that he was streaming live. Provoke. Right. Exactly. Because then you're going to be left there with them. I've worked with Zach Bagans on a couple of investigations doing research, and he's every bit of a showman as he's a fraud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Figured that. Well, you know, it's always weird that he didn't have a girlfriend. And I'm not saying it because of any other reason than the fact that he was probably just strange to be around.
Yeah.
You
Probably didn't know how to connect to people at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was anything other than he just was hard to be around.
Yeah.
Strange to be around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Uncomfortable energy.
Yeah. So I appreciate everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. Megan, I had a great time tonight doing
thank you.
Looking at the black-eyed children. That was fun. I want to do more of these because these are fun to do. And we'll talk about the cemeteries and the hospitals and a little bit of Ghost Town next time. Yeah. And then one night we'll have maybe Nikki can come up one night, Appalachia Skies, and we can hear her story of black-eyed children.
Yeah, yeah, especially because you said it was on your channel, right?
Yeah.
So you can
Nikki, if or Appalachian Skies, let me know if it's on your channel, and we can send people over there. If not, you can come up here and talk about it also. And I know that maybe one night Mandy can come up. I know she's got some good cemetery because she would go to cemeteries 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Man, I don't
she by herself.
I don't know how she did that, but
yeah.
But she's like, I wasn't by myself. I was live. Yeah, girl.
It's by yourself. Kind of the same thing to me. Like
you was by yourself. Brave woman, but you was by yourself. So come up. We'd be
it'd be fun.
Yeah.
I've never done a panel with like more than another one. Well, it's not even a panel, it's just a collaboration. Never done a panel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'd be fun.
I did on my birthday, but that was just a birthday live panel.
Yeah.
Everybody was just bullshitting on it.
That's right. That's all right. Hey.
Yeah.
Panels
like
panel, no matter
lightning and eating dinner. I mean, y'all were probably there. I'm pretty sure you and Tara were there by then.
Yeah. Because it was the one we dressed up?
Yeah.
I didn't get to dress
like
up.
Lightning.
Yeah.
We dressed up like Grease Lightning for my live.
Yes, I remember that. Yes. Yeah. So we can have people up to tell stories too. No, sadly, it was on my on the old channel. Okay. Yeah. Just whenever you want to, just come up. Let me know one night, and we'll come. It doesn't have to be on the agenda for the night. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. If you said, hey, I can, because I know you're busy.
Yeah.
She's a single mom raising some some youngins. So I know she stays busy and she works. So if it's a night that you're available, and even if we're not talking about it, just say, hey, send me the link and
Yeah.
you can come up and we can see your called the spirit frequency or the ghost frequency. Okay.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
can
I'll
we
look
can
into it.
we will surely do that. I can't got a piece of hair or something across
I
my
know. I
eye.
keep feeling like that too. They were like watching each other, maybe.
I was like,
It's
what is this across my face?
a phantom hair.
I know the phantom
You
hair.
have a ghost over there tickling you with the same.
I
You have
guess
that
so.
one
He's
on each
got a
side fucking
feather
with
or
us.
something. He's like, get off. It's time for you to get off the line.
Yes, thank you.
Aaron Godwin's ex-wife hired a hitman. I know, man. That was,
I
and
don't know
I
who that
think I
is.
was more disappointed in Aaron than I was Zach because I really liked Aaron.
Oh, that's the. I was gonna say. I thought there was like some big like case or so. That's the one that you're talking about with the ghost
Ghost
adventures or hunt.
Adventures,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So it
yeah,
was that. So Aaron's
yeah.
ex-wife hired a hitman and tried to have him. Did she get? Did she already go to trial too? Like what
She,
happened?
I can't remember if she's doing time for that or not.
That's crazy. Especially like in these big cases too. Do you really think someone was going to like eventually say it? You know, if they have
Hmm.
this huge channel, things always come out like that.
Yeah,
Just like kind of like the Watts thing. Did he really not think anyone was going to notice Shanann missing? Like, you know, it's like, what the hell's wrong with you, Chris?
yeah. We don't know. She just disappeared. She just
Yeah.
left. By the
She
way,
just
can I get
up and
the,
left, even though she's
yeah,
online like 20 times a day.
yeah? Can I get the insurance money and the ring we're gonna pawn it? Don't look over here at what we're
Yeah.
really doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy. So many liars.
But tried to have him right. Yeah.
No way.
Yes,
Good.
found
That
guilty.
doesn't really seem like that long enough as
No,
trying to murder somebody should be.
no.
Like,
Especially, yeah,
especially if you're willing to hire somebody. That's pretty easy, no? To just
yeah.
call somebody and say, hey, can you kill this person for me?
Apparently,
So,
apparently, it didn't cost that much. Apparently.
yeah. That's that Terry Horman, Kyron Horman's
Oh,
stepmom
yeah.
that got caught all them times trying to do it to like his dad
Mhm.
and then like an ex or something like that.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
wasn't allowed to change her name because I showed that on my
Yeah.
channel
Because she
because I
changed it
did.
so many times, right?
She tried to change it, and she went to court and tried to change it, and the judge would not allow her to change it. But yet they let NK change her name.
Yeah, because they need her to change her name.
Yeah,
To disappear. There's a different as I say, just like, you know, they needed Nancy to disappear so they could take like some like, I don't really know why they needed it so bad, but apparently they did. I mean, they're doing a
right.
whole like interview series because that was part one. Wasn't it a
Yeah,
part one to Savannah's interview? I'm pretty sure it was a part one.
I think so because
Second
I didn't see the second one at all because it got on my the one first one got on my nerves
Yeah.
so bad. I didn't watch. I couldn't take two at a time.
Yeah. Yeah. I just saw that with the, like I said, it was just a clip of, oh, here's the interview coming up with Savannah. And she was like, oh,
Yeah,
look, crying and saying something, but it
yeah,
wasn't matching. Like the tears and the voice weren't matching. And then Hoda does the duping delight mouth cover. And I was like, I'm done with this freaking
yeah,
people. I
yeah.
was like, I've had enough of them.
She laid everything on too thick. I was like, "Are you
Hmm.
kidding me?"
Yeah.
Victoria Godwin was sentenced in June 25 to a minimum of 36 months and a maximum of 90 months in the Nevada. That doesn't seem like much, does it?
No, not for trying to hire someone to kill someone. Not really.
No, it doesn't. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can't. All right,
Agreed.
everybody, we
All
will
right.
hang it up tonight. I appreciate y'all being here. We had fun. Thank you.
Yes, we
Thank
did.
you, Megan, for joining me.
Thank you for
Just let
having
me
me.
know tomorrow, and we'll
Okay.
just we'll come on here and
Yeah.
talk
And
about
then,
Sebastian.
yeah, I want to do at least the interview. I want to do most of it on him, and then
Okay.
maybe we'll get to we might get to the interview of Savannah's and Hoda that same time if we have time. If not, then we'll kind of move it to the next one or over
Okay.
to the unpopular opinion. However we do that, we'll find out whatever your next available day is. But with Sebastian's, it's really just that one clip that I want to focus on the most because there's so much emotion in that clip from her. That's interesting to me. Just the switch, like the night and day switch from when you look at the very early on interviews of emotion. The early ones, it's not like you're not crying with her, kind of like in Savannah in this interview. You're not crying with her. You're just watching it happen. And then I don't feel anything. But
No.
in this interview with Katie, it feels different for some reason. And I don't know why. And that's why I want to get your opinion. I want to know why it feels different.
Okay.
So
Sure. I wouldn't even know how to find a hitman me either.
Yeah. Where do you look that? Who
Like-
knows?
thank you very much. Liked and subbed, and I'll see you again.
Yes,
Very
thank
good.
you.
We're happy you're here. Glad you dropped in. Like I said, we're always wanting people's opinion over here. We appreciate difference of opinion. That's what makes it grow. That's what makes us see things differently, and we
Right.
appreciate that. So
Absolutely.
thank you for coming in.
Mhm.
All of my mods, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all very, very much. And we will see you tomorrow night if you can. If not, we do understand. You can catch the replay because we do have a replay crew. That is
Mhm.
awesome too.
Yes,
So, hey, either way, we love it. We appreciate y'all. Thank you
absolutely.
very much. Megan, once again, I love you, my friend. Thank you for joining.
Absolutely. I love you too. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Chris, for the flow.
Your mic cut off. Your mic.
I said, thank you, Chris, for the
Yeah.
flowers. They're
Yeah.
beautiful.
He said, "You're welcome." He's back over there.
Right.
All right. Well, I love you.
I love you too. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good one.
Okay, you too. And I'll text you tomorrow.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.